morning, everyone, and welcome to see if we can get it going here. Welcome to Pine Bluff. We're at home of the Bulldogs here in White Hall, just outside of Pine Bluff, I should say. And I am delighted to have join me tonight Garrett Benson.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Been looking forward to this one.
Same. I have done all my planning and prepping.
Right.
So I hope I deliver here.
I'm sure you will. You'll be fine. So tell us, for those out there who aren't familiar, tell us a little bit about your history with Pulaski Academy first.
Sure. So the family lines run deep. My stepbrother and stepsister, who are older than I, both graduated from the university. Both graduated from the University of Pulaski Academy.
That's it.
And then my older sister did as well, and then I followed up. And now I have nieces and nephews that are a part of the PA family as well.
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
So what have you been doing since PA?
Well, I went to college.
Where'd you go?
I went to the University of Arkansas.
Okay. Woo Pig.
Oh, yeah, Woo Pig. Go
Beat
Hawks.
Ole Miss tomorrow.
Hey, no mercy.
Right?
No mercy.
Never yield.
Hey, it's our year this year.
Right.
It's our year.
Seriously.
You know, and if it's not this year, it's next year.
Well,
next year's our year.
Yeah.
You know.
I like it.
So went to college, got a degree in communications, somehow wound up in finance. Got an opportunity out of college. I worked with a financial firm, and then just in the past couple of years, I became a partner at a wealth management firm in downtown Little Rock.
Fantastic. Sounds like you've been busy.
I try to be.
And I know they have you out to talk to a lot of the players pretty often, right?
I do my best. Some people say I'm motivational.
Okay.
Some people say I'm funny. Who knows? Maybe the combination of things works in my favor.
Right. Yeah, I could see that. You know, it's always helpful to be entertaining if you're trying to share information anyway.
Right.
So yeah.
Right.
I'm all about the infotainment myself.
Hey, it's the right way to go.
Sure. Well, so we've got a fantastic game ahead of us, folks. If you didn't watch the Friday Night Lights last week or keep up with the scoreboard from around the state, you won't know perhaps that was it here? I think it was here that Little Rock Christian. Oh, it was at Little Rock Christian. Thank you. Hang on 1 second. We're checking. Yeah, you should have some audio. It's not playing. That is playing. Audio's good. Okay, so it's just Eric. All right, good to go. So, what was I saying? Oh, right. Well, they were at Little Rock Christian. White Hall beat Little Rock Christian.
Yes.
I think the final score was 7-10.
I think so.
I think that's right. Sounds right. Actually, what am I doing? I've got the score right here in front of me.
It works for me. You
Right.
know, the point is they won.
14-10. There it is. 14-10.
All right, so we were right, just off.
Right. So, I mean, that tells me something. I want to see if someone won that game or if someone lost that game.
Yeah.
And I think tonight's game here will give us the answer to that question.
Yeah, I think so too. I think White Hall has worked really hard on their program to put it in the place that it's in now. And I think they've shown that over their past few games. The one loss that they've had, I think it's just every team wins, every team loses. So I think this is a good opportunity for one team to prove themselves over another here.
Yes. Well, and you mentioned the one team that they lost. They have the same record as Pulaski Academy right now, at least on paper they do. I think they're 4-1 or 5-1. I think they're 5-1 because they have one more game in than we do, I think.
Right.
So, but their one loss was from Parkview.
Yep.
I mean, who can blame them?
Yeah.
I mean, that's out of conference. It's larger.
So those out-of-conference games, that's also what you really want. You want to play a team that's going to challenge you, and that if you are going to potentially lose a game, I mean, you don't ever want to lose a game,
Sure.
but that's one that you want to lose.
Right. Well, you play those larger teams, and same reason that we play those out-of-state teams that – they may have a better record or they're going to be a tough opponent because you're trying to get better.
So, absolutely.
You're never going to get better if you're only playing the same teams that you can beat every year.
Absolutely.
So regardless. So
I had a quick fun fact here. I like statistics.
Okay.
White Hall's record at home is 57-34-2. Their away record is 52-41-1.
Wow.
So the home field advantage here is not exactly
represented.
It's pretty balanced.
Pretty balanced. Very interesting. So it looks like they're sending they're sending one captain out for the coin toss for this game. I wonder if, of course, we've had the last 2 games. Was it last 2 out of state, back to back? No? I'm sorry. It's been a long week for me.
Hey, we all have those weeks.
I'm telling you. So anyway, my point being, I don't recall this happening prior to now this season. So that could be something that's an Arkansas thing, but we will see. But out there for the Bruins, you have Joe Hyman, you have number 22, that's Ben Smiley, and also number 65, Alan Thomason, and number 7 as well, that's Charlie Pfizer. Out there for the Bulldogs is number 16, that is Colin McKendra, and a handful of his friends. They ran off, so I couldn't see their numbers.
Hey, that's good. You want them to be fast movers right now.
Right. So tonight, the Bruins are wearing all white helmets, white jerseys, white pants, and it looks like they have navy blue letters, numbers.
I don't care what you say. Those uniforms look amazing.
I like them.
I mean, I wish we could have had those when I played. Instead, we got those loose ones that, like, ripped and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
These things are, like,
they're snug.
ripped on there.
Yes. Trying to see what the banner says tonight. It says, I'm not going to take it.
I got nothing. I got a bad angle.
Your juice, your something, our game. I'm not. I'm sure I'm not getting that right. Can you see it from Popeye's angle? No. Okay. Well, if you can see or you have a guess or maybe you have some background information, you know what that says, send us a text message on our live fan feedback line there, and we will take a look at that. They do have fireworks. What's interesting about the fireworks, I'm curious to see if they continue that through the game, because I know that's against the AAA rules, at least, for football. But probably they won't continue that during the game.
Well, I can tell you one thing is for certain. We will know if they continue it or if they don't. We will definitely find out.
The one thing that has had several people a little bit anxious prior to today's game is the cannon behind the end zone. And you'll find that they will fire that after every time the Bulldogs score. And it's the best part of my night. I love coming here for that reason alone, because I know it's coming. But I love watching the rest of the crowd jump.
Yeah, so the first time they shot it off there, I just about peed my pants a little bit. I mean, I was not ready for that.
I love it. I love it. Well, folks, if you're joining us for the first time ever, I do want to make sure that you understand that we do describe the game a little bit more in detail than you might hear on other television broadcasts, and that's because we have lots of fans who are visually impaired, and we'd love for them to be able to keep up with the Bruins. So kicking off to the Bruins today are the Bulldogs. They won the toss. Or excuse me, I wouldn't say that they won the toss. I didn't even see who won it.
We won the toss?
We won the toss, and obviously wanted that ball.
Oh, my.
Wow. And an onside kick to start this one. I'm not sure if he intended that to be an onside kick, but it was straight at the very first.
Look, I mean, as a previous onside kicker, I mean, I can tell you that was 100% intentional,
Okay.
and that was a fantastic kick.
I've never seen one that went like a dart straight ahead like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That's
oh,
brilliant.
Yeah. That's a good strategy to catch someone off guard. I really respect them for going for that right at the beginning.
That's awesome. All right, so here are the Bulldogs in their first offensive drive of the game. Quarterback set up in the shotgun. Quick handoff goes to Durian Kane. He makes his way up the right side of the field. He's still on his feet. He gets tripped up quickly by Mason Schick. It's easily a first down for the Bulldogs. They're going to have that one inside the 40.
So for those of you who can watch the game and for those of you who can't, just imagine when the quarterback lines up, you can tell basically what play they're going to run based off of where the running back is before the play starts.
Here's Colin McKendra once again in the shotgun. There's the snap.
Same play.
Same play. Handoff to Kane. He runs up to the right side. This time the Bruins catch him right there at the original line of scrimmage.
So they also run this fun little play where the running back will actually be a little bit in front of the quarterback, and when he does that, you can see that he will actually pitch the ball to the running back and basically run this same kind of right side running play that they have been.
Here's McKendra. He's going to pass. Excuse me, that's not McKendra. That's Martinez. Matthew Martinez is the quarterback. Threw that one out there. That is incomplete. Or was it?
It was complete.
He was signaling. No, he was just signaling to stop the clock because they ran it out of bounds. That'll bring up 3rd down, 4 yards to go. Good, yeah. Here's Martinez once again. This time he keeps it. Hard to tell from this angle. I think he picked up a yard. It'll end up being 4th down and I believe 3 yards to go.
So this is a great opportunity for the Bruins to step back up and kind of respond to that onside kick. This is going to be a good start to the momentum of this first quarter.
Coach Wyatt down there sending a signal in to the defensive side of the ball. Bruins crowd getting rowdy. It's a high snap. This one's going to go down as a turnover on downs for the Bruins.
Man.
They lost about 10 yards or more on that bad snap.
It's definitely something you don't ever want to happen, but it definitely worked out an advantage to the Bruins. So we'll see what they can do with it here.
Here come the Bruins to start their first offensive drive. I believe we're getting some interference from that FM transmitter a little bit. Yep, that was definitely it. We just need to get that grounded. In the shotgun, there's Charlie Pfizer. He's going to hand that one off to Joe Hyman. He's across the 50 and is pulled down at about the 47-yard line. That's still bring up 2nd down and about 4 yards to go for the Bruins. Once again, there's Pfizer in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers on the left, 1 to the right. Hyman was in the backfield. He's going to keep this one, lots of room. He's across the 45, and he makes his way to about the 42-yard line. That might be enough for a 1st down. Yes, it will be.
So that's something that you love to see out of any quarterback at any level, is to be able to look down the field, see that the pass isn't there, and make a decision to run the ball and be safe with the football. No reason to throw it if someone's not open.
So that's our first Holloman and Associates 1st down. Here's Pfizer again, looking to pass, trying to find someone under a little bit of pressure. There's the pass. It's out there, and it's caught. That is received by Zach Biagioni for another Holloman and Associates 1st down.
So like I said, going back to that onside kick and them not converting that 4th down, this is still a great opportunity to set the tone.
Snap to Pfizer. He goes to the left side, complete to Hyman. He's across the 30, making his way over to the sideline and is forced out of bounds pretty quickly. Trying to see, I believe that was number 29 on the stop. That was Benjamin Reddix.
I mean, honestly, that's just the defense playing good football. Charlie Baker was out there trying to make the block, and he did. He even went on to another defender, and we just couldn't make the play happen.
Pfizer in the shotgun, 3 receivers on the right, 2 to the left. There's the snap. Passes to the right side. That one is complete to Jalen McKinney.
Oh, my goodness.
Still on his feet after getting almost a shoestring tackle there by Gray Shaner.
Just a fantastic play. I mean, guys, he literally was spinning on the ground, it looked like, but he never went down. It was amazing.
Another Holloman and Associates 1st down. This time Pfizer has twins on either end of the field. Quick handoff to Hyman. He runs to the left side. He gets hit a couple of times and finally brought down by number 41. That's Gray Shaner.
So definitely in the first few series, it's more trying to feel out the other team. You know, you've been prepping all week, and you're trying to figure out what they're going to do. And it's a whole different ball game when you actually see that defense running it. So we'll see how they shape up.
8 minutes, 39 seconds left in the first quarter. We're still scoreless here in White Hall. 3 receivers on the left, 1 to the right, man in the backfield. There's the snap. Pfizer rolling out. There's a flag on the play. Passes out there. He looked like he was intending that for Zach Biagioni, but he could not get to it. Let's go back and see what the penalty is for.
So we're at 3rd down and 11 here.
We don't have a mic on the white hat, so we'll just have to hear him.
I think they said false start is what I'm seeing down there.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. False start on the Bruins. So they'll back it up. It'll be 3rd down and 16.
Yeah, everyone's just going to have to be patient with us tonight, delivering the penalty information because we are looking at the back of the referee's head. So
we're on the visitor side tonight.
Yeah, we're going to do the best we can here.
Of course, that was our first PI roofing penalty flag. Pfizer has 3 receivers out wide on the right side, 2 on the left. There's the snap, looking to the right side, moving out of the pocket. There's the pass. It's complete to John Mark Charette. He did not find the first down and is stopped at the 10-yard line. Looked like he was tackled by Rodrigo Bowens.
And I mean, that's a great job by the defense. I played corner, and that's a tough tackle to make on your own. And when it all comes down to you, to have that ability is great.
Pfizer has 2 receivers on either end of the field. Hyman in the backfield. Quick pitch to Hyman. He runs to the left side. He's inside the 10. He's inside the 5. And I believe he did not get the touchdown, but I think that's enough for a first down. Let's see what they say on the field. Yes, it is. That's another Holloman and Associates first down. They are very much inside the Caldwell Toyota red zone. I'm trying to fit everybody in tonight. I fell short last week, I think. We already had our very first Central Arkansas Mahindra onside kick. Of course, that came courtesy of the White Hall Bulldogs. Looks like Hyman's going to take the snap, and he's going to punch it right up the middle. He's pushing, and I think he made it. Yes, he did.
All right.
Touchdown, Bruins.
And when you have a running back like Joe Hyman, I mean, you can run that play. You can just put him back there and say, hey, make the play, and he can do it.
He certainly can. He has the ability and the attitude.
Yes.
Both.
Yes.
Going for the 2-point conversion here. Pfizer is in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers on the right, 1 to the left. He has Hyman on his right side in the backfield. There's the snap. Gives a quick pitch to Hyman. He runs to the right side. Lots of defense there to receive him, and that will go unanswered. So the Bruins take the lead 6-0 with 7 minutes, 38 seconds left in the first quarter here in Whitehall.
So one of the things that people think is so easy, or they wonder why that happens, is when you are running a sweep play to the outside so close to the goal line, it becomes so clustered so fast. It is so hard for a receiver to hold his block for a truly valuable amount of time. So that's why those plays get jumbled up and messed up like that so fast. So what I'm saying through that is that it is tough to make a play right there on either side.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Of course, one of the players out there on that drive to notice is Max Gorman. He's out there channeling Wesley Coleman with his crop top wop. I'm loving it. If there's anybody you want to emulate in football, go for it. That's Wes Coleman. All right, here's Von Seelig. Looks like, I thought he was going to try and drop kick that thing. No, here comes our first Central Arkansas Mahindra onside kick of the game from the Bruins. He has it teed up, almost kind of reclined on the tee. Takes a, no, he doesn't. Took that bounce too late, and they have it. They're off to the races. That's Caleb Taylor, and he is finally stopped at about the 21-yard line. He was tackled by number 8? That's Josh Cady, along with some help from Patton Wicker.
See, that's so tough. If what you expect out of that kick is, as it rolls end over end, you want it to pop up.
Right.
And if it doesn't do that, then actually the people that are trying to recover the ball, they need to be aware of that and then try and make a play and not let something like that happen where the receiver can just go as he pleases.
Sure. First, see our live fan feedback from George Carroll. That's my dad. He says, way to go, Joe.
Hey, George.
There's the snap. Looks like he's going to keep this one. He's across the line of scrimmage. He's out across the 10, the 5, and he gets tripped up right there by number 21. That was Romello Bell on the stop.
I will say, in high school football, when you have a...
Now, he said touchdown. That's not a touchdown.
No.
That was a first down.
Yeah. it is so difficult to handle a shifty quarterback one-on-one. If he gets out in the open field, it's that much more difficult to make a tackle.
Well, Martinez definitely has the feet. We've already seen that he can throw it. There's the snap to Martinez. He's going to keep this one, run it right up the middle. Let's see if he can punch it in. Yes, he did. So the Bulldogs take the lead. There's the cannon, and see what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody, I love it.
Everybody out there just took a little jump.
7 minutes left in the first quarter, and the Bulldogs lead this one. Excuse me, no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking that was a touchdown too.
Yeah, no.
That was the touchdown, not the two-point conversion.
Currently, it is a tied ball game.
The public address announcer threw me off. I'm going to blame it on him. He's called it a touchdown.
Hey, we can blame it on the cannons too. Whatever you choose.
The cannon threw me off, and the moon is up there.
Oh my!
Nice high kick, and it's good. So they did take the lead.
And
there we go.
Ben Smiley. I mean, they didn't even touch him when he ran around the corner.
No.
It looked for a second that he could have made a jump for it, but I don't blame him. That's a penalty you don't want to get. It's rarely worth it. So
right.
It was interesting to see that they let him run like that.
Yeah, it was, and I'm curious to see how much we'll see out of him doing that. Just because it's risky.
Yeah.
It's pretty early in the season.
I wonder if he will be encouraged to maybe go for it one time and maybe stick his hands out.
Sure.
We'll see. And I'm especially interested to see what they're going to do here on this kickoff. And if you notice, we actually replaced the main receiver with Tyson McCarroll.
Okay.
So now we changed our personnel up.
Okay. So you've got Tyson McCarroll along with Joe Hyman out there. Another almost a squib kick there. I think it was meant to be onside, but it went a little further than you might want it to go. But that one was quickly received by Zach Biagioni at about the 25-yard line, where the Bruins will start their next offensive drive. Would you call that one an onside kick?
I would say that's more in the squib category.
Okay.
If it's going intentionally much further than that 10-yard threshold,
right,
then it'd be hard to define it as an onside kick.
Okay. 1st and 10 for the Bruins. This is their Holloman and Associates first down. Pfizer in the shotgun. He has 2 receivers on the left side, 3 to the right. Hyman in motion now. There's the snap. Little play action to Hyman. Pfizer rolls out to the right side, passes it deep. He's got
just overthrown.
Charlie Barker was out there, and it was just unreachable.
And he had his man beat. And sometimes that just happens. You get excited, you see the play, and you want to make it happen so bad that you just overthrow it.
Bruins quickly set up their next play. This time they pull in everyone tight. 3 receivers on the left, 2 to the right. There's the snap. He's looking to the left side, passes out there. That's complete that's Jalen McKinney. He picks up, let's see, looks like about 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down, 5 yards to go with 6:37 left in the first quarter. Bulldogs leading 7-6. He has twins stacked on the left side, 2 others on the right. Hyman in the backfield. There's the snap. Quick handoff goes to Hyman. A nice shove in the back, and he is stopped in his tracks at the 30-yard line.
So only because I believe I'm a fair person and I have at least earned my right to be self-critical of our football team.
Sure.
They're only rushing 3. Like, we need to do a better job of picking them up.
There's the snap. Rolls out to the right side. He has 3 receivers out there. Let's see. He's going to keep it. Oh, and he dropped his head there at the last second. That one makes me nervous. He popped right back up, though. That is going to turn over on downs. Is he still down?
I believe
no,
one of their players
it's one of theirs. Yeah, it is.
That was a tough hit. I mean, that was just a good football hit at the end of the day. There was no malice in that hit.
Right. All right, well, while they attend to him, let's take a short break. We'll be right back with more Bruin football on PA Live.
Senior Nathaniel Bird is our Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Student Athlete of the Week. As a student athlete, Nathaniel has contributed to 4 consecutive state championships in tennis, and he has been awarded All-State for the past 3. He is a two-time state runner-up in doubles, and as a senior, he serves as a captain of the team. Additionally, Nathaniel has been a member of our trap shooting team since middle school, where he finished in the top 10 last spring at the state competition. Nathaniel was also recently selected as a National Merit semifinalist. All this while working as a member of the PA Live crew throughout high school, including being our director at home games for the past 2 years. Oh, and just in case you think he's all work and no play, you should know he also has a private pilot's license and last summer became IFR rated. Please join us in congratulating Nathaniel Bird, the Bowen Heffley Orthopedic Student Athlete of the Week.
And we are back. You missed just one play, and that was a deep pass from Martinez into the end zone, and there was a pass interference call against the Bruins. His intended receiver was Jordan Jackson. He had double coverage, but it was a pass interference for sure. So after they assess the penalty, it's another first down for the Bulldogs. Puts them inside the red zone. Place the ball at about the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Martinez in the shotgun. There's the snap. He keeps this one again, right up the middle, and he is in the end zone for another touchdown. Goodness.
So, like I said from the very beginning, this is going to be a game of who wants to win the game.
That's right.
These are adjustments that the defense can make to pick up those types of plays. It's just a matter of them doing it and then executing.
Here's Kyler Barnes, senior kicker for the Bulldogs, set to kick the PAT. Looks like he's going 2 for 2 tonight.
And once again, they didn't touch Ben Smiley. I would imagine that if the time comes, if it does become a appropriate time, they give him a chance to go for it.
So with 5 minutes, 39 seconds left in the first quarter, the White Hall Bulldogs lead this one 14-6 over Pulaski Academy. Again, if you're joining us late tonight, my guest color commentator is Garrett Benson, class of
2012.
2012. I didn't ask you that earlier.
It's okay. I played on the 2011 state championship team.
There you go.
Claim to fame is that Hunter Henry took my spot.
Well, if you've got to give your spot up to somebody, I guess.
Hey,
right?
I mean, it's at least he went pro. You know?
Right. Heather Cooper, I didn't mention this earlier, but on our live fan feedback, Heather Cooper told us that that sign said, "Your house, our game,"
and we thought it looked like juice.
Right. Well, we were looking at it at an odd angle. There's big run from Kenny Jordan.
And that's one of the dangerous parts about those squib-type kicks is that it allows a receiver to pick up the ball while his motion is already going forward. So, I mean, he can already be at a pretty good pace, and it allows him to cut up the field like that.
Well, and it gives your first couple of lines a chance to block for you, too,
yeah,
because it's a little deeper inside.
Yeah.
So here's the Bruins. I guess we could call that another onside kick. It's kind of a squib kick, but we'll call it an onside. That's a Central Arkansas Mahindra onside kick. 3 receivers on the right, 1 to the left. He has Hyman in the backfield. Here's Pfizer in the shotgun. There's the snap. Looking to the left, looking back to the right. There's the pass. It's out there. It led John Mark Charette by about 5 yards. There's no way he was going to catch that one.
So I think at the moment we're just feeling a little bit shaky. When they're only rushing 3, that allows so many more people to be back to play coverage. So I think we'll probably start to try and bring that coverage in and then maybe go for a deep ball.
Pfizer now has 3 receivers on the right, 1 to the left. He has the snap, passes to the left side. That one is, I believe that one was complete to Jalen McKinney. It's a gain of about 2 yards, and he was stopped by Benjamin Reddix. So that brings up 3rd down, 7 yards to go. Here's a quick note for you, Garrett. Home field advantage. Do you remember the math modeling project about proving if home field advantage exists? That's from Miss Wilburn.
110%. I did it over the University of Arkansas's home field advantage. I remember that class like it was yesterday.
Well, there you go. Well, that pass was intended for Charlie Barker. It was out of bounds. And so here's 4th down, 8 yards to go. Bruins not doing well on 4th down conversions tonight. He has 3 receivers on the right, 2 to the left. Everybody's up on the line. There's the snap. Looks to the right side. There's the pass. He's got Joe Hyman out there. Oh, my goodness. And it goes in and out of the fingertips of Joe Hyman. There are several Bruin fans asking for a pass interference call, but I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either. I think that's kind of one of those hopeful calls that maybe if we get loud enough, they might throw it. But really, I mean, honestly, if the ball hits your hands like that, you got to catch it. You got to bring it down. And then if you don't make that play, then you got to make up for it. So I know we've got a few makeups in here, and I'm ready for those to come on out.
Yeah, hopefully we're not keeping those packed in for the second half. 4 minutes, 47 seconds left in the first quarter. The Bulldogs lead 14-6. There's the snap. Quick handoff goes to Zaire Green. He makes his way forward, picks up about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. He stopped that time by Romello Bell.
So just to say something about Miss Wilburn, shout out back to her. Just so you know, she actually took my hatred for math and helped me find a love for it.
I love that.
That's something I'll never forget.
That's the best thing a teacher can ever hope for.
Absolutely.
Here's Martinez again in the shotgun. Another quick handoff. Looks like that one again goes to Zaire Green. This time he ran the left side and still made some positive yardage. He picked up, looks like 3 yards, so it'll be 3rd down and 1 yard to go. He was stopped this time by Mason Schick and Patton Wicker.
And so for those of you who aren't able to see, this offense that they are running is honestly very simplistic. It's just quarterback, running back, handoff, and go.
There's the snap. Another handoff goes to Zaire Green. He's up the middle this time. He went right, then left, then up the middle. Stopped this time by Joseph Osmond, and that's still enough to pick up a 1st down for the Bulldogs.
I think what we need to see here is these first defensive men coming up and trying to make the tackle. We need to see them make contact.
Yes. There's the snap to Martinez, almost picked off by looked like one of his running backs was trying to grab that one, but picked up 1 yard on the quarterback keep. It'll be 2nd and.
So one of the things that we have to be careful of as well, which I know that they're talking about, is that they have a tendency to run, and then kind of drop back and throw a deep ball and just let it be like a go up and get it. And so the last time they did that, it resulted in that pass interference on us.
Sure. Under 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Martinez has 1 receiver out wide on the left side this time. And here comes the flag.
I believe we got a false start there.
Well, the Bruins needed that one right there. That'll push them back 5 yards. That'll make it 2nd down and 14 yards to go, I believe. It says 13 on the scoreboard, but I'm looking down there, and 9 plus 5 is 14 most days. Bruin fans getting loud, which is
false start. We got another false start.
Another one.
66.
Goodness gracious.
I'm just going to keep saying it like a mantra.
That's another.
It is going to be who wants to win the game.
Thank you, Christina. That's another PI Roofing penalty flag. I tell you, that's the one I've got to remember. They're all of them I need to remember, but most of them I don't have a hard time remembering. There's just a couple that I do. There's the pass. Oh, and he had one hand on it. Couldn't bring that one in. That was a pass intended for Austin Shores. So that'll bring up 3rd down, 18 yards to go for the Bulldogs.
And that's what makes that pass so difficult to cover. It's kind of like the old wing tee. You know, you just pound it, run it, and then you just throw one up. And this is a little bit more organized than that, but it's so hard to pick that up as a defender because you need to be prepared for the run and the pass.
Right. Once again, Martinez in the shotgun. There's the snap. Quick handoff.
There we go.
That is a tackle for loss right there. Big tackle. He was stopped this time by number 21. That's Romello Bell. That was Zaire Green with the carry. So now it's 4th down, 24 yards to go for the Bulldogs. Clock is ticking. It's at 1 minute, 46 seconds left in the first quarter.
So they went for it on 4th one time during the Little Rock Christian game, and they got it. So they're not afraid to go for it on 4th down. I think right here is just not the place you want to do it for them.
So another snap that just kind of bounced off the turf, and but luckily Caleb Taylor was able to recover that in time to get the punt off. So the ball is downed at about the 11-yard line, and that's where the Bruins will take over. Yeah, Christina said if Fuda would have been here, Fuda Shinkawa would have been here, he would have had that one. I don't doubt that. Yeah.
Man, if this ages me at all, that would have been like Kendall Bruce has that one. I mean, that's we're back in the Freddie Knighton days.
Longtime PA football fan. Any chance Garrett gets to call more games this year? He's a natural in the booth from Steven. Is that a number you recognize?
I mean, I might have to toss it in. I'm the worst with phone numbers.
I am too.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. There's the snap. Quick handoff to Hyman. He's right up the middle. He's across the 30, and he's brought down at right at the 32-yard line. We're going to say that was number 8. No, we'll say that was 9 to Kalen Walker with the tackle. 3 receivers on the left, 1 to the right. Hyman in the backfield. There's Pfizer from the shotgun. Quick pitch over to Hyman. He cuts his way up the field, and he's stopped at the 35-yard line after picking up about 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down, 7 to go.
And he is such a physical runner. When he finds the gap that he wants to go through, he just goes through it. There's plenty of high school players that have that trouble making that decision to go through the hole, and he has no issues.
Now he has twins stacked on either end of the field. Pulled in tight, though. Hyman on his right side in the backfield. Pfizer in the shotgun. He sends Hyman out wide to the right side. Looking to pass. Pass is out there. Whoa, and it's intercepted. That's an interception.
Look, for those
that looked like that was intended for Zach Biagioni, but that was intercepted by Stephen Weston just inside.
I mean, that was a diving catch. Both of his feet were off the ground. I mean, that was a very athletic play that most of the time that play is not going to be made. So the fact that that was made, they shouldn't take it too hard on themselves. You were trying to make the play, but that's one of the parts of the game.
Yes. That was some excellent athleticism right there. Got to give it up to him.
Yeah, I mean, I got to say, this 28-year-old body could not pull that off. There's no way.
Neither could this one.
Hey, at least we're in the same boat.
Neither could this 28-year-old body.
That's right.
Martinez in the shotgun. Quick handoff that time. Looked like that was Duran Kane again, one of his favored running backs. Picks up 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8.
So something like that is definitely more what I like to see out of the Bruin defense. You know, a lot of white jerseys out there. Even if the play has already been made, the initial hit has already been made, they're still trying to push them back and go until the whistle blows.
What's it say? 1st down? That's interesting. I'm going to take a look at that while we have our very first Hug and Haul timeout for tonight. I'll take a look at that here in just a second. In the meantime, I may want to make sure that we thank our sponsors. Of course, one of our newer sponsors this year is Central Arkansas Mahindra. They can provide you with the latest and best in outdoor power products to make your outdoor living more enjoyable. Combine this wide array of selections with their friendly and knowledgeable staff, and we're convinced they'll become your only stop for all your outdoor power needs. They're happy to help you find either the perfect outdoor power equipment, service, or the parts you're looking for. Check out their inventory of Mahindra, Ferris, and Husqvarna equipment. If you need help in making your selection, call or stop in. They are always ready to help. Visit them online at centralarkansasmahindra.com. Somebody just asked if we can get the down and distance updated. Well, it should be doing that, but I'll take a look.
Hey, if it's not, give us a break here. We're on a couple of foldable tables. We're doing the best we can.
In the bleachers. That pass was tipped, so that's going to be incomplete. There are no breaks given.
That's fine, too.
I'm telling you.
Hey,
I
expect greatness as well,
so
I have no issue with that.
Well, and I expect to provide it. That's the problem is want to, Christina and I have this thing in common. It's like if we're going to do a job, we're going to try our best to do it right.
Same.
And if we can't, well, there's no point in doing it. If I can't get that right, well, I'll just take it off the screen. Running out of the pocket. There's the pass. Oh,
there we go.
Nice. Nice, clean pass defense there.
I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that out of your safety. That's exactly the play you expect him to make.
Was that Josh Cady?
That was number 20.
20? Okay. Let's see who that was. Jet Smith.
And he timed it just right, too. That's so easy to get called pass interference on.
Yeah.
And he made the play.
There's the long snap to the punter. Is that right? It's funny. I don't even know what's.
Yes, that would be the
kicker.
That would be the punter.
Okay, punter.
The punter. It is a different position in the actual roster.
In all of football.
Yes.
When you're doing the footballing.
Yes, when you're doing the footballing out there on the football field.
Okay. All right, let's see. I'll get rid of that down. I'm going to try and redraw it. We'll see what happens. Christina just told me that one of her first graders, is that right, first graders, second graders, wants the game of football to be renamed to handball because your foot doesn't actually touch the ball that much. There's a nice catch.
He's gone.
That's Jalen McKinney, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
Man, he must have been flying American because he flew down that field. Somebody needs to check his ticket.
Oh, man. Fly the friendly skies.
I mean, those frequent flyer miles are piling up right now. And so that play is so simple. It was just a little bit of a fake pitch. You expect the corner to bite, and there you go.
There's the snap to Pfizer. He rolls out the right side looking to find a receiver. And no, it looks like that was deflected. I think that was Rodrigo Bowens that got a hand on it. So now the score, the Bulldogs still lead by 2, 14-12, with 11 minutes, 28 seconds left in the first half. Let's take a look real quick back at our live fan feedback. That looks like it says there's something here, but there's not. I'm going to hit refresh. The refreshing always, oh, hey, look at there. Look who's on the phone. That is Todd Jacobian. Todd, nice to have you. He's over there in the KATV Weather Center. Todd, what can we expect for tonight's game? Go ahead.
This is KATV meteorologist Todd Jacobian from the Channel 7 Weather Center. The forecast in White Hall tonight. We're looking at temperatures that are going to start off in the lower 80s and mostly clear skies, little if any wind, and low humidity, which will make it feel very comfortable. Temperatures will be dropping into the lower 70s by the fourth quarter. Have a great game. Good luck, and back to you, Josh.
Thank you very much, Todd.
So funny enough, small world here. When I was growing up, I lived off of Gristmill Road, and Todd Jacobian's parents were my neighbors.
I love it. That is funny. That is a small world. Yeah, he had the day off today. There's a nice little helicopter kick that was covered up by the Bulldogs. That was I think our second Central Arkansas Mahindra onside kick for the Bruins tonight.
Third overall.
Third overall. Yep.
So when the ball spins like that, it spins, literally like a helicopter. That's why it's called a helicopter kick. What we used to do is we had an NFL tee, which is not the same as the one that you're used to, like that orange one.
Right.
It basically sets the ball up and would kick it off the side. So it hopefully, right at 10 yards, it would just keep spinning right there.
Interesting. All right. Good information. Here's Martinez in the shotgun. There's the snap. Quick handoff. Again, that goes to Kane. He's up the right side. A flag comes in, and he is forced out of bounds. That's Jet Smith with the tackle. Let's go back and see what this PI roofing penalty flag is about. Some laundry on the line. Little yellow on the green. Who is it that does all those? That's, no, not, I don't think it's Beebe. No, it's Sylvan Hills. Yeah, Sylvan Hills public address announcer. I think he's got a sheet of them, like 100.
We should see if we could get it.
Right? Christina hates it. I think it's great.
So it was a holding penalty is what we got there.
Okay.
And I shouldn't say we. It was on White Hall.
Martinez in the shotgun. There's the snap. There's the pass. It's out there. Oh, man. And Josh Cady looking for interception number 5. Doesn't get it just yet.
And I feel Josh's pain right there. That's such a play that as a defensive back, you can see that play coming, and you know you can make the play. And then just because of two bodies trying to fight over the ball, it just can't happen. So either way, it's a great play in football, and you can't ask for better.
He currently leads the state in interceptions with 4. Looking to add to that number tonight. Martinez in the shotgun. That's a high snap. Bruins are coming in. They're going to lose another almost 10 yards on that one. Wow, that'll bring up 3rd down and a bus ride.
And that's so difficult. As a center, you want to do the best you can to get the ball to your quarterback, but when you got a defensive line like the Bruins pressing on you, sometimes you can get nervous.
I'm not sure there is anyone as animated in the visitor stands as JoJo Osmond's mom. Somebody ought to find out a way to harness that energy, and you could probably power half of Little Rock. Pass is out there. It's
great.
Deep. Good coverage. Good, clean pass coverage.
And see, the key to that is that he kept his eye on the ball. He played the ball. He did not play the defender, and that's how you keep yourself safe.
Right. Right. Well, they wouldn't want a pass interference call there. No. The other side? Yeah. Or were they were looking for offensive pass Oh, I see. I didn't see a shove off, but it's possible. There's the kick. High. Kind of takes a spiral and a bounce at about the 35-yard line. It'll finally be downed at the 25-yard line. As usual, the Bruins run off the field after a punt. While we have a moment, let's thank another one of our fantastic sponsors. Tonight we are broadcasting from the Ron Jones RE/MAX Affiliates Realty Studio here in the bleachers. Ron Jones and Charla Emery offer you a combined 40 years of real estate experience for all your residential or commercial needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Ron Jones RE/MAX Affiliates Realty is standing by to take your call and schedule a market survey and consultation at your convenience. For listings or more information, call 501-416-3658 or visit them online at ronjonesrealtor.com. Pfizer in the shotgun. He has 2 receivers on the left, 3 to the right. There's the snap. Looking to the right side, lots of pressure. Jumps over one of the offensive linemen. Passes out there, and it's complete to Joe Hyman at the 50-yard line where he stepped out of bounds to dodge a defender.
I mean, that looked like he was out there doing hopscotch, jumping over that other over his own player.
That was awesome.
And then it just poises himself to throw a laser down the field.
They're already set up for the next one. 2 receivers on either end. Quick handoff to Hyman. He's straight up the middle. Takes a flying heels overhead leap. And finally brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain for the Bruins. It'll bring up 2nd and 5. 9 minutes, 45 seconds left in this half. Pfizer has 3 receivers on the left, 1 to the right. Hyman in the backfield on his right side. There's the snap. Handoff to Hyman. He goes right up the middle again. Still on his feet. Pushed up, I guess. He might have picked up the first down. Let's see. No.
Yeah, they're going to call him just short, it looks like. So one of the things that makes Joe Hyman such a great runner is that if you look at high school players, when they run, you want to see a little bit of a lean forward. So when they make contact, they can carry it with them.
White Hall currently leading 14-12. I'm going to work on that scoreboard. Pass is out there, and it's caught. That was 32. Okay, yeah, that was Kenny Jordan with the reception. And he was stopped by number 29. That's Benjamin Reddix. Another Holloman and Associates first down for the Bruins. Look like another run there. That was Kenny Jordan with the carry. It'll bring up 2nd and 8.
So I've got to circle back and give our O-line some credit here. They're starting to push some people around and make the gaps where they need to be. So let's see them continue that.
I see what happened. Everybody got excited and moved the camera just a little bit. Is that better? All right. Thank you for letting me know. Pass from Pfizer into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Intercepted again. That's Stephen Weston. I think that was the same player. There is a flag on the play.
There is a flag.
At about the 32-yard line. Let's see what the flag is about. Nope, that one's
false start.
False start on the Bruins. That's declined. Wow. I think that was the same player who had the interception earlier.
And I mean, that's tough. You want to make the throw, you want to make the play, and you have a receiver that's open for a split second in the end zone. And I mean, in all honesty, their uniforms blend in fairly well with the end zone on both sides. So
yeah,
I'm not making excuses for him. You can't throw that ball, but he did make the tackle.
There's the snap. He's going to keep this one. He's right up the middle, and the quarterback is going to pick up about 7 yards, it looks like.
So to circle back on that lean that I was talking about with Joe Hyman is that it looks as though while he's running, he is leaning forward. And there's plenty of people that run and they can't help but stand up straight. I, unfortunately, was one of these stand-up straight people, which is why I didn't continue after high school. But he does, and that's what makes him a very versatile and physical running back. So all that was just a little handoff. No gain on the play, it doesn't look like. But most importantly, we saw our defense really pile in there and jump on the ball and make the play. More of that group tackling that the Bruins have been so known for years now. So now it's 3rd down and 7. The ball is on the 22. The quarterback takes the ball, and he's scrambling around. Can't find a pocket, it looks like, and he's out of bounds. So they're going to mark him down at what looks like the 20-yard line. and it'll be 4th down for White Hall.
All right. Well, the down and yards doesn't look like that's going to work well tonight with the shaking of everybody stomping up here. So I'm just going to let that one go. Apparently, that's distracting to some folks.
Hey, we'll vocalize it.
Yes, we will.
That's what we're here for.
Much rather do that than worry about it being wrong all night.
So it looks like White Hall's going to punt here. And it is a high and shorter kick, and it takes an unfavorable bounce for White Hall. Looks like the Bruins are going to get it on their own 48 here.
Again, not a bad position. It's funny, the Bruins have really been held back tonight. So this, I have to say, White Hall's legit tonight.
Hey, and I think there's plenty of things that we could work on. Those couple of interceptions that we've had there are definitely not the plays that add to any momentum or to moving the game more our way.
All right, here's Pfizer in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers on the left, 1 to the right. Hyman in motion. Comes to the left side. There's the snap. Pass goes across to Hyman, and he dives forward really just to pick up a yard. So it'll be 2nd and 9.
So that's one of those things that when you have a pass like that and you're the receiver out there, you know you have to make the block. It's not the same when you're in the end zone. You've got to step up and you've got to make the play.
3 receivers on the right this time, 1 on the left. Hand off to Hyman. He runs to the right side, and he is brought down at about the 38-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 2 yards to go. Looks like he was stopped this time by Rodrigo Bowens.
3rd down here.
Everyone's pulled in tight, 2 on each end. There's the snap. Handoff to Hyman, and he takes a flying jump over the line to pick up the Holloman and Associates 1st down.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually do that on just a
when it wasn't a goal line stand.
I mean, it's like that. Everybody expects it then. I mean, he just said, heck yeah, I'm going for it.
Right? He is a good basketball player, too. He's got a high jump.
Yeah, I would love to see what his vertical is.
Right. Running out of the pocket. Lots of pressure.
Oh!
Big sack on Pfizer there. That was Savon Shelton along with Chris Fitzgerald on that tackle.
And so that's tough. That's definitely not something you want to see. The quarterback's trying to make a play, couldn't make it happen. At least it was on 1st down. I've got to find a positive in there somewhere.
Sure. 2nd down, 19 to go for the Bruins. Man in motion. There's the snap. Little play action to Hyman. He's looking to pass. Rolls out the right side. Lots of pressure. And he's going to just down that one quickly.
And, you know, that's a tough play to make. The smartest decision there is what he did. Just put the ball on the ground. Let's go back to the next play. Let's set up and let's run one. But, I mean, and that hit he took just a couple of plays ago, that was a tough hit.
That's going to stay in his head for a little bit. 3 receivers on the left, 1 to the right. Now Hyman runs to the left side. There's the snap. Looking to the left side. Passes deep, and it's complete to John Mark Charette at about the 12-yard line. Nicely done. He's not getting up just yet.
It was a great focus, great catch.
I think he got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, he took a hit on the bottom and the top at the same time, so he kind of got put over himself.
Goodness.
It was a tough hit.
Well, that's definitely a Holloman and Associates 1st down inside the Caldwell Toyota red zone. Hoping that John Mark is okay. Just heard from his brother, Justin, just a second ago. So I know he's out there watching tonight.
And he got up and ran off the field.
Good.
It's just one of those that just need to catch your breath for a second.
Yeah, stunned him for a minute. Yeah, I think you're right.
But
I think
I
Anthony
think that's
was
one of
looking
the
for
things.
some targeting.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of those things that makes football great, is that it allows you to make a play, it allows you to be physical, but when safety needs to be brought in, we have the ability to do that and make those types of calls.
Well said. Pfizer back in the shotgun. He has two receivers on either end of the field, set wide this time. Hyman on his right side. Excuse me, is that Hyman? It looks like
Yep.
a 5. Okay. Yep, it is. You can see him running now. He's across the 10, across the 5, just inside the 5-yard line. That might be another first down. Let's see. Yes, it is.
And
That is first and goal for the Bruins. Another Holloman and Associates first down.
I mean, that was a great play to run. We just acted like we were going to run it to the right, kicked it back to the left.
There's the snap. Looks like that one went directly to Hyman, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Bruins take the lead back with 3 minutes, 48 seconds left in the first half.
I mean, this is a great game that we have here.
It is. I don't think anyone's walking out of this one early.
I don't think so either. At least I know I'm not.
Right. Well, thank goodness for that. 4 receivers on the right side, 1 on the left. Pfizer in the shotgun. There's the snap. He rolls out the right side. Looking. Nobody in there. I think it was deflected. So that 2-point conversion is no good. The Bruins have had, I think they are, 0 for 2 tonight?
Yes.
On conversion attempts, 2-point conversions, yeah. So the Bruins lead this one 18-14 now over White Hall's Bulldogs. They cannot sleep on this team.
And White Hall's going to get the ball back at the second half.
That's right.
Because they did that onside kick to us at the very beginning.
Oh, and 3. Oh, you're right. That's right. They are 0-3. Well, I don't know what they are cooking down there, but it smells good.
You know, I wasn't even hungry a moment ago, and
Right.
now I am.
Right? I'm going to have to find some of that at halftime. Yeah, now, Sarah Gorman did tell us, I think it was a couple of years ago when we were here last, that the barbecue nachos here are really special. And that's what Grant brought up here a minute ago.
I mean, even if they are terrible, the presentation of them is amazing. They look
good.
great.
They did. Christina said they have her vote of approval. So that onside kick, that was our next Central Arkansas Mahindra onside kick, and that's covered up by the Bulldogs.
So I think really what our hope is when we do that helicopter kick, I mean, they have a good formation where they have people up front to kind of ignore the ball but pick up the Bruins and then just have one guy back whose sole job is to just land on the ball. So hopefully we could get it to bounce off of someone's leg.
Sure.
Or it would, I don't know, someone would step on it, whatever. Just something to go the Bruins' way.
Martinez in the shotgun. He has 2 receivers on the left. Man in motion.
There we go.
Looks like they picked up 1 yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. They had me fooled on that play action on the left side of the field.
Yeah, and so it's what they do. It's not complicated. They just do a very good job at running their plays, and they know what they expect the outcome to be. So they're able to make those easy plays look very deceiving.
This time he has 2 receivers on the left, 1 to the right, 1 man in the backfield.
2nd down.
2nd and 8. That's what it says on the. I think the scoreboard operator's being a little liberal with that. It's 2nd and 9. It's a reception to Jordan Jackson.
So Jordan Jackson, when he caught that ball, he was immediately hit. But what he did is what I've been talking about from the very beginning. It's going to come down to who wants to win this game more. And he made a statement right there. He was almost down. He extended his arm out to go for that first down, and he got rewarded with that. So that's the types of plays that's going to determine this game.
He had Bo Miller along with Jet Smith on the tackle. This time he has 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left, man in motion, little play action there. He's going to keep this one, and he's going to fall forward at the 40-yard line for a gain of 2.
And so something that I have seen is that I have seen the Bruins defense be a lot more confident in their playing and where their positions are as they figure out this offense. I'm really looking forward to the second half now that I can see that they have a much better feeling of what's going on.
Second down, 8 yards to go. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first half. Stick around for the Eagles Carpet One halftime show. Going to have a replay of last week's interview from the Performing Arts Department. There's a deep pass, and it's caught. No, is it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That was caught by Caleb Taylor. Another touchdown by the Bulldogs. They do not want to go into the locker room trailing Pulaski Academy.
And once again, that is a very difficult position to be in as a defensive back. Your job is to turn the run back inside if the run comes your way, and then it's also to be ready to go and defend a pass. It's so difficult to make that transition and make that split-second decision of which one you need to do. And the kick was up, and it's good. So the Bulldogs now are 21-18. A minute and 53 left in the second quarter. And just to note, the quarterback for White Hall took a pretty good hit when he threw that ball. He was able to get up, and I think it was the excitement of being able to make that pass and catch. So we're lined up for kickoff here, and we'll see how this goes.
Here comes the kick. Nicely done. It was a shotgun of a kick right up the middle, and who was it? That was Davis Hossel who just fell on it.
Yeah. So one of the things that you're trying to do in that squib kick, and I think they got the power they wanted that time, it's actually the direction. What you're trying to do is split a couple of defenders and kind of put it out in no man's land. So then hopefully one of your players can make it to the ball or at least have a fighting chance to get it. And that time, that was just not the case. It was right to the Bruins, and we fell on it. It was an easy, basically a pass and catch.
Pfizer has twins on either end. Pulled in tight. There's the snap. Play action to Hyman. Lots of pressure. He's rolling out the right side. He's going to keep this one himself and run it out of bounds. Looks like he picked up about 4 yards.
I would say we're probably going to make some adjustments on the offensive line front. I mean, they're still just rushing 3, and they're putting pressure on our quarterback. We've got to get our quarterback in a position where he can make throws. He can do what he does best, and he's talented to run. But we need to be able to put some of that air raid on him.
All right, we're going to try and juice the audio just a little bit because we were hearing that the audio just dropped tremendously. But I'm going to need to turn my headset down. You get yours down enough, or are you good?
I'm good.
Okay. I think we're okay. Well, it just changed. You'll have to wait a minute and a half before they hear it.
So the Bruins are lined up in ace formation. It is a little dip to Joe Hyman. It's going to be no gain on the play, no more than a 2-yard pass and catch. So it's going to be second down for the Bruins here.
Second down, 10 yards to go.
So with 2 receivers on both sides, once again, there's nobody open. Our quarterback had to scramble out of bounds, and that's the thing. If they are going to have that many back to play defense, we've got to somehow bring them in so then we can actually make passes and move the ball forward.
Pass is complete to the left side to Joe Hyman. He's across the 45, and he's shoved out of bounds at about the 41-yard line.
So it's basically going to be 4th down and 5 here. There's 1:05 left. The Bruins are on their own 42. So we have a shot to convert here.
Yeah. 3 receivers on the right. Am I seeing that right? No, I'm sorry. 3 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. There's the snap. Looking to pass. Lots of time.
There he is.
And it's complete.
Come on.
He is brought down at about the 15-yard line. That's Mason Schick. No, excuse me. That's not correct. That's Will Hawkins with the – I thought that was interesting for Mason to catch a pass, but no. That's not 11. That's 10. Bruins run up there quickly. Inside the Caldwell Toyota red zone, hand off to Hyman, right up the middle, and he is stopped after maybe a gain of a yard. I think the Bruins call a hug and haul timeout. 39 seconds left in this half.
So what Will Hawkins did there to make that play is something that is very easy to not appreciate when you're looking at a receiver. He turned around to the quarterback and knew that he didn't need to shift his position to make a play. So he knew that by standing exactly where he was going to be open. And it's good on him for being able to make that play.
Going to our live fan feedback for a moment. Go Jalen McKinney. That's Uncle Paul and Aunt Barbie. They're cheering from Heber Springs. Zoe and Alex say, go Bruins. And, yep, there's issues with the scoreboard. Yeah, always. Joe Hyman's Uncle Kirk, I got to meet him last week in Dallas, and that was great getting to hang out with him for a minute. He says, time for the Bruins to wake up. Looks like they left the game here in Dallas. Let's go from Joe's Uncle Kirk.
Uncle Kirk, I agree with you. Maybe we should have you on next.
Right? Got 2 receivers on the left, 3 to the right. Here's Pfizer from the shotgun. Hyman in motion. Little play action to Hyman. Pfizer runs back to the left side of the field, passes out there, and I'm not sure where that was going. It was passed out of bounds, but you had that was Charlie Barker in range, at least in the area, but he was in double coverage.
So, I mean, especially right here, when you get inside the 20-yard line, to make a pass when they are still only rushing 3 and have so many back to play pass defense, I mean, it can get congested very fast. So if you're going to make a pass play, we need to make a decision and throw the ball.
2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Hyman in the backfield. Man in motion. There's the snap. Pass goes to the left side to Joe, and he is brought down by the ankles there. That was quick tackle from Colin McKendra. That'll bring another timeout by the Bruins. 16 seconds left in the half. It's 4th down and 8 yards to go. At least that's what it says on the scoreboard. I'm saying it's 4th and 10. That's what it looks like where they are actually holding the markers.
I'm going to go with 4th and 10.
That's a tough one, tough position.
What makes that tough is exactly what I was just saying, is that it's so easy to become congested. It is hard to know who you need to block and actually make that block when you're running out there and you have the defensive player there, and then all of a sudden now you have 2 you have to block.
Right.
It's so difficult to make that happen.
Looks like they're going to kick a field goal.
Ball's on the left hash. The kick is up.
And it's good. That's Vaughn Seelick wearing 71 tonight, not 90 as usual, but they do. They call him V-Man. Okay, they call him V-Man at school. 11 seconds left. The score is now tied at 21. This is Pulaski Academy versus White Hall. Try that again.
You know, I think coming into this game, we definitely knew it was going to be a game. I mean, you couldn't ask for more Friday night excitement on a high school football game.
Well, so the other side of that coin, we started out talking about how this was going to be a good game because they beat Little Rock Christian at home last week. Little Rock Christian currently shutting out BB at halftime.
Oh.
22-0.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Well, that could explain a little bit about why the score was so low in last week's game between White Hall and Little Rock Christian. There's that end over ender. Yeah, there's the nice bounce you're looking for, but still they were waiting for it. So that's number 10, Caleb Taylor, who is stopped immediately by Patton Wicker. They were looking for it, ready for it that time.
Hey, so, I mean, being a former kicker and having kicked that kick so many times, my right foot started to hurt. Don't worry, Kevin. I got it fixed. It's fine. Is that you can actually begin to see when the kick is right. The tempo of the ball, it going end over end, you can almost tell when it's about to pop up.
Right.
And I know they felt that there.
Martinez waiting for the clock or something. I'm not sure. There it is. Pass is out there on the left side, and it's incomplete. Josh Cady out there drooling.
Man, I mean, but if that had been behind the line of scrimmage, hey, I think he could have been there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's quick.
He is. The kid's a stud because he's doing just as much football practice as everyone else and still going to wrestling practice 3 times a week. He has aspirations of taking a 3rd state title in wrestling for his weight class.
Well, I'm just trying to eat better and drink some more water.
I love it.
I have a very high admiration for him.
Well, that's the end of the first half, folks. The Bruins and the Bulldogs tied at 21. What a fantastic game. Tell you what, we are going to be right back in just a moment. This begins our Eagles Carpet One halftime show.
It's time for the Eagles Carpet One halftime show. At Eagles Carpet One, we make it beautiful. For less, visit them online at eaglescarpet1.com.
Pulaski Academy Performing Arts Department will be presenting Puffs by Matt Cox on October 9th and 10th.
So Puffs by Matt Cox is a delightful comedy that focuses on 7 years at a certain wizarding school of magic and magic. And yes, you might be aware of one child who attended such a wizarding school, but this show focuses on Wayne Hopkins, who was also at this wizarding school. And so we follow his journey through 7 very eventful years really quickly throughout the show, and he is sorted into the Puffs house. And so we get to learn about the Puffs and who they are, and they may not be the smartest or the bravest or the most sly of all of the students, but they have a lot of heart. And so we watch their comedic journey as they learn all kinds of life lessons and travel through their years of wizarding school.
My favorite part about this play is definitely the comedy. I mean, there's just like every page, there's something funny about it.
You can't go a minute in the play without laughing, and I think that's definitely true for us as well. It's just so much fun.
It's been a long time since we've done something really this ridiculous, and I think everyone can enjoy a good laugh right now. The set is a big challenge because we follow 7 years of these students' life, and so there's 800 different locations. And there's also about 1,000 props in the show. And so we've never done a show that was quite this prop heavy, and one where my stagecraft students and I actually crafted and designed the props. So that's been a big challenge, but it's prop comedy. And so you've got to have really specific things and really specific moments. And we might spend 3 hours working on a prop that's on stage for 1 second, but it's totally worth it.
Anything that is slapstick and silly and just a riotous good time, I'm there for it. And this play is all of those things. But as I said in the description, it also has a lot of heart. It's very endearing. So to have that comedy and to be able to laugh and then feel something really sincere in the very next moment, I mean, I think that's what watching a play is all about.
I just wanted to be a part of Lion King Jr. But I think the reason I stayed is really the community of it all. Like, so many people all coming together to do one collective project. It's just amazing to me.
Yeah. There's a phrase that you're bitten by the theater bug. So once you fall in love with theater, you can't fall out of love with it. And that was definitely the case for me. I started in middle school, and I've had no desire to leave since. Pulaski Academy Theater Department just has this amazing community. And theater is really just a place where you can learn more about yourself and other people. You learn so many skills, you learn how to communicate, how to empathize, and it's just been something that I've never wanted to stop doing.
Students can start taking a 1-semester introductory class in 6th grade, and then from 7th through 12th grade, they can take theater all year long. We have curriculum for every year, 7th through 12th grade. So it's really cool to be able to meet a child when they're around 11 or 12 years old, and then to be able to watch them grow up and learn and grow in theater across all those years.
And in 7th and 8th grade, they can take Intro to Technical Theater, where we actually start with theater history and we do hands-on projects as we study theater as it progresses through the ages until we get to modern theater, where we cover all aspects of design. And starting in 9th grade, they can take stagecraft. Right now, I have 3 levels of stagecraft, and they can really take it as many times as they want.
Puffs kicks off our season. We have a magical start to the season, and that's going to continue all year. So following Puffs, we are always excited to be a part of Frosty Follies, and we'll be announcing that short play very soon, so the students will know soon what we're doing. But then getting into the spring semester, we are going to open up with Frozen Junior as our middle school musical, and Alex and Justin are 2 of our senior student directors for that production. So we'll have a wonderfully magical time with that show. And then to close out our year in April, our big spring musical will be The Wizard of Oz. So we are really excited to play in all of these magical realms. One of our mantras in our department is that theater is magic, and magic is the theater. And we truly believe that it can transform you, whether you're an actor, a crew member, an audience member, you leave changed. And that's one of the things that we love the most about theater.
It was the middle of rehearsal. Just the middle of Mrs. Posey was saying something, and she just says, "I have the best job in the world." And I have never met a pair of theater teachers who are more dedicated and passionate than the Posies. They put in countless hours, like every meticulous detail of all of the shows is simply perfect, and it's because they care so much. And I think Pulaski Academy is so incredibly lucky to have them here.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you, Alex.
Again, Puffs will be showing in the Murphy Theater on the Pulaski Academy campus on October 9th and 10th. Don't miss it. I personally guarantee you're going to love this show.
Hey, folks, we're still here. We've got about 10 minutes. Weren't expecting a 20-minute halftime tonight, but we are here in White Hall. The Bulldogs and the Bruins all tied up at 21. Got about 10 minutes left. So I'm going to sit here and see if Fearless Friday has some scores for us. In the meantime, if you know of a score around the state, you want to share it, you go ahead and send it to us via text message at our live fan feedback. And I'm heading over to the scoreboard page here at fearlessfriday.com. Let's see what we've got. Looking especially at the 5A scores, because those are the ones we're concerned about. Let's see here. Little Rock Christian leads BB 22-0. That's at halftime. Maumelle currently leading Jacksonville 21-15. That's our next game next week. Will be at Maumelle. Of course, the one thing that I'm excited about specifically is they have a beautiful press box. Just a gorgeous press box. Looking forward to that one. Nobody wants to see this mug. What are you doing, Popeye? All right, let's see what else we've got around the state here. Maumelle leading Jacksonville 21-15. You already know the score here. It's all tied up at 21, PA and White Hall. Next, you've got Greene County Tech is currently leading Brooklyn 14-7 at halftime. Batesville leading Forest City. It's a shutout there so far, 39-0. That looks like it's also at halftime. Looks like Nettleton also defeating Paragould 27-0. That's at halftime. Win over Valley View currently 14-3 in the third quarter already. Camden Fairview has a close one against Magnolia. Camden Fairview leads 14-12 in the second quarter. Alma leading Clarksville 14-0. That's a neighbor's game for sure. They're right there close to each other. Harrison is playing Greenbrier tonight. Looks like they're hosting Greenbrier tonight. And Greenbrier is giving them everything they can take. Greenbrier leading that one 45-7 at halftime. That sounds like a game. This one's interesting. I'd love to go back and watch this one. Another 5A score. This is Morrilton and Farmington. Morrilton at Farmington. Farmington is leading the game. Get this, 3-0 at halftime. Now here comes Garrett. Just to be fair, I didn't tell him I was going back on, but I was just reading off some of the scores around the state. And check out this one. This is at halftime. Farmington leading Morrilton 3-0 at halftime. That's crazy. Yeah, high-scoring game. Let's see. Valonia shutting out Pea Ridge 21-0 at halftime so far. And that looks like all of the 5A scores that we have on fearlessfriday.com. So let's take a look over at our live fan feedback. I know we heard from several folks. I know the volume went down. I'm not sure why, but I think we've got it fixed. So let's not have everybody let me know about it. But Carrie, if you're still there, shoot me a text there on the live fan feedback. Let me know. I think we're okay now. Let's see. Let me scroll back down. Looks like I missed a couple of them. Let's see if I can find it. I wish I could mark these as already viewed. Yeah, there's one. All right, well, I'm just going to drive on. So this, looking forward to next week. I just said a second ago, we'll be playing Maumelle next week. And it's going to be a good game, not just because of the two teams. Maumelle always puts a good team on the field, but they've got a fantastic press box. I'm looking forward to getting back in there. It's almost brand new.
Hey, I mean, those facilities, when they built those, I mean, they made them state-of-the-art. I mean, they went all out. So it's no surprise that that's still a great facility and great place to play at.
Yeah, it's, I think, probably one of the best high school stadiums I've seen in the state is probably Springdale Harbor. I would say it's right up there with, if not better than, War Memorial.
So the first year that Maumelle High became that was my senior year in playing football, and so I never got the privilege to play there. They actually came to us and played at Rector Field.
Cool. That's neat.
Fun facts for days.
Right. I do. I miss the days when we the baseball team would go out there and play on the Travelers field.
Hey,
that was always a fun time. But haven't done that in a few years.
We could still try and work that out.
Right.
There's always a possibility.
It's all about the money. Got to figure out who's going to pay for it. Okay, so let's pay some more of our own bills while we're talking about money.
Amen.
Good point. Well, of course, you're listening to the Ackles Carpet One halftime show. We've got about 5 minutes left. At Ackles Carpet One, they can get it for you at wholesale, and that's not just a slogan at Ackles Carpet One. It's their real money-saving story. You can get the lowest prices on carpets, floors, and real wood cabinets. They have nationwide buying power, low overhead, and local ownership that make all of this possible. Don't shop at the home centers or online when you can shop local and get the best wholesale prices. At Ackles Carpet One, we make it beautiful for less. AcklesCarpet1.com. Of course, another one of our fantastic sponsors. We were just looking at the student spotlights this week, and Virginia Caldwell is I believe our core value student of the week, and that's brought to you, of course, by Caldwell Toyota. At Caldwell Toyota, they're passionate about helping drivers find the vehicle that's right for them for the most affordable prices possible. That's why they carry such a large selection of new Toyota models. Because whether you're looking for something sporty, efficient, versatile, family-friendly, rugged, or all of the above, they are confident they have a new Toyota model to meet all of your needs and then some. Visit them online at caldwelltoyota.com. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back with more Bruin football.
This Friday Night Spotlight is brought to you by Caldwell Toyota. Pulaski Academy would like you to join us in recognizing our core value student of the week, Virginia Caldwell. Virginia is a respectful, inquisitive student whose pleasant personality and dedicated work ethic make her a positive role model for her peers. She is driven to excel academically and to make a real difference in our society. She is a spectacular young lady. Congratulations to our core value student of the week, Virginia Caldwell. Our core value student of the week is brought to you by Caldwell Toyota. Just another way Caldwell cares.
All right, we are back. Of course, our game today is presented by Crown Trophy of Little Rock. They are a game presenter for all of the games this year, home and away. You know that Crown Trophy of Little Rock has every type of award to recognize athletes, students, and even co-workers. But more than that, Crown Trophy can customize drinkware, badges, and even rings. Whether you have people working for you or working hard on your team, show them your appreciation by recognizing them with something special from Crown Trophy of Little Rock. Visit them online at crowntrophy.com. Everybody's a big fan of Jenny and Roger Cole. Good people.
I mean, how could you not be? I'm pretty sure every trophy I have is from them.
No doubt. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Let's see. Heather Cooper says, hey, I'm your biggest fan. No love? What's that mean? Oh, Batesville 39, Forest City 0. Batesville is on its 8th straight quarter with 0 points allowed. That's impressive.
That is impressive. By any standard or measure you want to put it.
Right? 8th straight quarter with no points allowed. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever even seen that from the Bruins.
I'll be interested to see how long that lasts.
Right? Okay, well, Heather, now you are our official Batesville Pioneers correspondent, just to let you know. So welcome to the PA Live crew, and just keep us informed on how that's going, okay? Thank you. I'll put your media pass in the mail. And there's as I mentioned, there's Roger and Jenny Cole on our live fan feedback. They say, go Bruins from the Coles.
So Chris Cole was in my class, in my
Cool.
graduating class. So
Okay.
I grew up with Chris Cole and that family and him, nothing but great people.
Of course, he's famous for getting on. Oh, here you go. Now everybody can see you.
Hey.
Now, he's famous for getting on.
This is my good side. Thank you.
love it. Oh, every time the Razorbacks have a sporting event, whether it's football or basketball or baseball, it seems like he always finds a way to get on camera.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's just drawn to him.
So the funny thing is that if anyone would ever ask me, like, how the baseball game, how I thought the Hogs were going to do, I'd always quickly pull out my phone, go look and see what Chris Cole was thinking, and then I just mimic that, because that is a true burning passion for Razorback football.
Sure.
But that's how he is. That's how he's always been. Just a very
That's funny.
passionate person, and when he has the thing that he loves, he goes for it.
I love it. I love it. Well, if you're just joining us, or maybe you tuned in a little late, I'm joined tonight by guest color commentator Garrett Benson, class of 2012 for Pulaski Academy, and former football Bruin as well.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm probably best known for, my sophomore year in football. We were playing Little Rock Christian, at Little Rock Christian, and the field was so muddy they brought in a helicopter to try and dry it off. Oh, yeah, it was insane.
You're kidding, right?
And so, no, absolutely. There's a video still on YouTube. Check it out.
My gosh.
Helicopter over Little Rock Christian. And so they were trying to dry the field out. Long story short, I was the onside kicker. This is on ESPN2 or ESPNU. It was a national broadcast. All my family's watching. Everyone's like, go Garrett, yay. They do a full spiel about my grandfather being a coach at OBU, talking about my dad being an NBA referee. They're like, so let's see what Garrett Benson can do. Boom, I kicked it right into the mud. It went approximately 2.5 yards. Oh, thank you for laughing. I'm pretty sure you can still find it on YouTube. Good luck.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
That's
And then the guys, like, they focus in on me, and Kevin is like, grab my helmet, and you can just see like his veins coming out of his neck, and they're like, I don't think Kevin Kelly's too happy with Garrett Benson.
No. Yeah. He's got that one in the side of his neck.
Yeah.
That'll start. Yeah. That starts throbbing right before the headset comes off.
He does this thing with his eyes that it's kind of like my dad kind of used to do it too. I think it might be just a dad thing in general. Like
sure.
His eyes get real big and he kind of winces. It's just like, oh Lord.
That's past the point of yelling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when they get quiet, forget it. It's over. You're done.
Yeah. So all he did, and so funny, he was that angry, and I'm pretty sure all he said in that moment is, you're fired. Let me tell you, at kicker, I got fired so many times. It would be like in the middle of practice. I think you'd just do it for fun. You'd be like, you're fired. Get out of here.
That's funny. Oh, wow.
Keeps you humble. Keeps you humble.
Yeah. All right, well, we're going to transition back out of the Ackles Carpet One halftime show, head back out on the field. Let's see, Anna and Mike Murray, they say, it's us again. Y'all are doing a great job as usual. Let's get it going, Bruins. Go Bruins, and go Reed Terry.
Those are the kind of messages that I'm looking for.
Yes.
Lots of emotion.
Yes.
About 50 exclamation points, and I'm on board.
Whoever this is said, I think I know who this is. This is probably. Oh,
let's go.
There it is.
Sorry, I just got way too loud.
That's okay. I did too.
I was excited.
That is what we call a Central Arkansas Mahendra onside kick, baby. Wow. I did it too.
I mean, that was raw, just excitement right there. I mean, what a great way to come out in the beginning of the second half here. I mean, you can't ask for a better start than that right there.
Well, I started to correct you earlier when you said the Bulldogs get the ball back in the second half. I was about to say, well, let's not go that far. The Bruins will be kicking it. Oh no, and here goes Joe Hyman for the touchdown.
Man, when he puts that speed on, there's just nobody that's going to catch him.
Wow. That's fun.
I mean, seriously, I'm going to have to get his Sky Miles number because he's about to earn a free trip, and I want to be a part of that.
All right. Looks like the Bruins are going to kick. Let's see if they do kick or if they are going to try and draw them off sides. Nope. Oh, they moved, but there was no flag. Yep, the right side of that line moved, but there was no flag, so the kick is up. It's good. Bruins now lead this one 28-21 with 11:46 left in the second half. Yeah, there's lots of Bruin fans wondering where was that flag. Tom Thrash came over. Hey, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. That's Tony Thrash over there. Tony used to teach there in the lower school, of course. So Tom Thrash came over to say hello. He used to, what did he say? He used to play with
my dad.
Okay.
My grandfather was a coach at Ouachita Baptist University for 32 years.
Okay.
So I grew up around OBU football, and the field is named after him now.
Right.
He's since passed, but he's a bit of a legend down there.
You're used to it, I'm sure.
Hey, people don't tell me I knew you when you were this big. They say I knew your grandfather.
Right. Here comes Von Seelig. That's a nice bounce, but the Bulldogs have it, and he is going to be tackled right there where he touched the ball.
So the good news is that now we're seeing the kick that we want to see.
Right.
So now that we've gotten a couple like that, maybe we'll try and angle it up to where it'll be a little bit closer to that 10-yard spot and maybe give us a better chance. But, that's perfect. That's the kick you want.
Yes, it is. Try and make that. I just realized that the White Hall was see-through down there on the scoreboard, so I thought I'd fix that real quick. We had, I'll have to go back to this message here in a second. There's the snap. Quick handoff to, let's see who that was. Wow, big hit there. That was a handoff to Stephen Weston. And he was met at the far side of the field. So tackle for loss. Second down, 14 yards to go for the Bulldogs. Live fan feedback just now that caught my eye. That said, go Big Belly Gormstorm from Leah and Addie. Polecat/Gormstormers watching in Cabot. Thanks for showing the Polecat/Gormstormers.
Oh, we've got a flag, but we did get a sack, so I don't know. They threw it late, so I don't know what it could be.
See which one will apply. Yeah, Christina just came back. She said, I just went to the restroom, and they scored a touchdown. I guess I'm just going to have to go stay in the bathroom. Right? Whatever works.
We're definitely having discussion here about the penalty. I'm not sure what it's about, but it looks like maybe the spot of the ball or where the foul should be.
Unfortunately, we don't have Coach Lucas mic'd up tonight. Looks like he's going to decline that one.
Or anybody else down there mic'd up, you know.
No. Yeah, that I won't repeat.
Oh, he dropped the ball. I think the Bruins got it.
They say they do. Yes, they do. The Bruins have that one.
And that's something about the Bruin community and the Bruin fans is something you won't find anywhere else. I mean, basically half the stands just stood up on something that wasn't a big hard hit or a crazy touchdown. It's just a pure excitement.
I think that was Joseph Osment. They were all clapping to Joseph on the helmet.
Hey, it's a team effort anyway. You know, at the end of the day, you just smack everybody on the helmet.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
good job.
So it could. Christina thought it was Preston Spann, but it could have been Joseph Osment. But either way, good job on you. 3 receivers on the right, 2 to the left. Pfizer in the shotgun. Now a man in motion. There's the snap. Little play action, looking to pass. Passes out there. Oh, and it sails right over the head of Jalen McKinney. Don't think he was looking for it just yet.
But that's the kind of throw that you want to be able to make with your receivers. You want to have that relationship with them that you can throw it without them looking, and you know they'll make the play. And so to see him throw that is a level of trust that you want to see.
2 receivers on either end of the field. There's the snap. Hyman takes the handoff. He runs back to the left side, cuts through. He's across the 20, the 15, and shoved out of bounds at about the 14-yard line That'll be another Holloman and Associates first down inside the Caldwell Toyota red zone.
And it's so exciting to see that play develop because literally your eyes start to go to the right. He, subtly hands it off, and off Joe Hyman goes.
There's the snap. Another quick pitch. This time it goes to Jalen McKinney on the right side, and he is met with lots of defense. There's 2 flags coming in. A lot of action after the whistle on that play. Curious what they saw. It's on the far side of the field from us.
Looks like holding. And I'm not going to sit here and be critical of referees, but at the same time, that was very late in the play. For holding right there, that's tough.
Yep, I think you said it well. 3 receivers on the left, 1 to the right. There's the snap. He rolls out to the left side. He's going to have to keep this one if he goes much further.
We got another flag down.
Goodness gracious, another flag back there on the 27-yard line. Another holding against the Bruins.
And actually, I take back my previous statement. So my father was an NBA referee, and I sat through a bunch of NBA games while people were yelling at him. So if anything, I believe I have a little bit of a in to be somewhat critical.
Sure, I can understand that.
But I can also empathize with them maybe better than others.
So that'll make up first down. They've just, I think, given up on how far to go. It looks like 1st and 30.
Yeah, it clearly says 1st and 10 on the board at the moment.
There's the snap. He rolls out the right side looking for a receiver. He's got some time. Passes out there. Oh, no. Okay. That was intended for Zach Biagioni.
Is that a flag?
Is there? I don't see one.
What is that out on the field?
Oh, there is something on the turf.
I don't know what that is.
No,
I'm going to go with it's not a flag.
No, I think it's just trash.
Okay. We can clarify it is not a flag.
Looks like a paper cup. There's a paper cup on the field. Should have been a flag, maybe. Yeah, I think so. That's not Hyman. That's Jalen McKinney again with the carry. Nope, that was Hyman. I wish they would have different numbers that were, you have that 6 and the 5 look so much similar, especially when you get a wrinkled uniform in the mix.
Hey, it can be tough to see.
Triplets stacked on the left side for this one. 2 receivers on the right. Passes out there. Nearly intercepted. Number 29 got his fingers on it. That was Benjamin Reddix.
So the thing on that play is that the quarterback is trying to read the safety. So basically we have one receiver going straight down the field, hoping to pull the safety with him. So then we would have John Mark Charette wide open.
Right.
But when we run it on the left hash, it's so hard to actually make that safety make a decision because he can cover 2 people at one time.
3 receivers on the right, 1 to the left. Hyman in the backfield in motion. There's the snap. Passes out there, and it's going deep. He's got Jalen McKinney. No, it bounced out of his hands as he hit the ground. So the ball will turn over on downs. First down for the Bulldogs from the Bruins. Looks like about the 27-yard line.
So a positive from that play is that it's open. Like, we had it. The problem, though, is that they are putting us in a position when we do have those types of plays, we have to execute them. And if we don't, this is the result.
Yes. Matthew Martinez set up in the shotgun for the Bulldogs. There's the snap. Quick handoff. He's run it up the middle. He's got about 4 Bruins on top of him to make the stop. He picks up the first down. He stopped at the 41-yard line. That was Zaire Green with the carry. 9 minutes, 6 seconds left in the third quarter. The Bruins lead 28-21. Here's first down, 10 yards to go for the Bulldogs. There's the snap. Handoff again to Green. Forces his way up the middle. Picks up about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. He was stopped initially by Romello Bell. Just going back a couple of plays, that was confirmed. Somebody went back and looked at that play. That was Preston Spann. Right, yeah, there you go.
So it'd be nice to get a stop here on this third down.
Lots of noise from the Bruin fans. There's the snap. And it's not going anywhere.
They're actually going to move it back a little bit there.
That was Preston Spann on the initial stop there. Bruin fans getting loud once again while the Bulldogs try to decide whether they're going to go for it on 4th down and 2 yards to go. They are. There's Martinez passing it deep. Wow, and that one nearly number 5 for Josh Cady. It was number 20. That was Jet Smith who actually batted it away.
And that's exactly that play that they love and that they'll take the risk on. That when they've run it so many times and they expect you not to be ready for that, and we were.
So the Bruins head out to take over on downs. 6:51 left in the third quarter. Bruins lead 28-21. Here's your Holloman and Associates first down. Four receivers on the left, one on the right. Now Hyman in motion from the right side. Quick pitch to Hyman. He continues to the left side, and is caught by the ankle immediately as he touched the ball. That was Jamarian Black with the tackle. After Joe was tackled, the ball hit the ground and kind of came loose, and somebody was they were scrambling, thinking that was a fumble. It wasn't a live ball at that point. Four receivers on the right, spread out. Only Joe Hyman on the left this time. There's the snap. He looks to the right side, still looking, rolls out to the left side, looking, passes out there, nearly intercepted on the short little 10-yard pass. So here's third down, 11 yards to go for the Bruins. Just having a hard time getting it going tonight.
Yeah, it's once again, having that many people back playing defense is tough.
There's the snap directly to Hyman this time, and he pushes his way across and is stopped at looks like the 41-yard line.
So at the same time, even with that many people back, it definitely capitalizes on the opportunities that Joe Hyman has, because now we're forcing them to respect a pass.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. They have to watch for it. Two receivers on either end. Hyman in the backfield on the left side. Pfizer in the gun. There's the snap. Handoff to Hyman, straight up the middle again, and now they're waiting for him.
My goodness.
Gosh, he cut through at the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown Bruins. How did he get through that crowd?
That literally felt like a game of Minesweeper. on an old Microsoft computer.
He spent his summer at Hogwarts.
My
That
goodness.
was magic.
Just incredible. I mean, he just ran right into the blob of people.
I saw it and still don't believe it.
I'm standing up right now, and I'm not even sure why.
Oh, my gosh. Yes, now they jumped and throw the flag. There's the flag. That's what they didn't do earlier. Yeah, that's a PI roofing penalty flag. Thank you, Christina. That's what I need. It's like a coach has the get-back guy. I've got Christina. What kind of flag was that? Well, that's a PI roofing penalty flag. Wow. That ought to start a fire.
That's going on a highlight reel.
Yeah. Kidding me? I might make a highlight of that and just stick it out there as its own video later. I still don't believe. I don't understand how that happened.
I mean, I'm hoping I have something colorful just pop in my mind right now, but I can't. I mean, it's just I can't even explain what happened. It's
flabbergasted. So before tonight's game, Joe Hyman was number 2 in the state in all-purpose yards and touchdowns. So I think he's probably going to add to that.
I would say so.
I wonder who was number 1 and by how far. And that's including all divisions. That's not just 5A. That's in the entire state. Beautiful night tonight. I'm looking at my watch. It says 70 degrees right here in White Hall. I remember the last time, 2 years ago, we were here. We actually set up over in the corner, and it was freezing. We were out here in, multiple layers, blankets, everything else. We had heaters underneath the table. It was very uncomfortably cold.
And tonight, all you need is a good shirt, a good attitude, and some Bruin football, and you're good.
Right. And one of these barbecue sandwiches. Sorry, Vince. Vince Manso's out there going, barbecue, man, you got to have a burger, right? That Central Arkansas Mahindra onside kick was received by Caleb Taylor. He was down as soon as he caught it. He kind of jumped up to grab it and then came down on his knee, so that's where it fell.
So I almost wonder if at one point in time, so basically we've got them conditioned to line up where they have those 2 players right there ready to receive the ball. I wonder if one time we just tell him to boot it down the field, but don't let it go out of bounds, don't let it go in the end zone, and see if we can't just beat them down there.
Right. That would be interesting. I thought I was being creative once. I think it was last year at some point. I asked Coach Kelly, what if he just kicks it really high, like really, really high, and we send a bunch of guys down there to go get it? And he said, yeah, but if they get down there and just cream the guy, yeah, that's you can't do that.
Yeah. They definitely put rules in place to keep that from happening, because that was back when I played, you could do the NFL onside kick, quote unquote, where you could kick it straight into the ground.
Right.
And it would pop up in the air, and people would just go through and annihilate kids.
Oh, sure.
And, thankfully the question of safety started to come in, and really that's fine.
Sure.
I mean, like I said, I love the sport, but safety is important.
That was Zaire Green with the carry. He was stopped by Bo Miller. Here's Martinez again. Quick handoff again to Green. He makes his way, but tries to cut back up, but ends up losing a yard. That'll bring up 3rd down and 5. That's more like 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
So, fun fact here, in the Little Rock Christian game, the only points they scored in that game was the second half. They didn't score in the first half.
Okay.
So, honestly, I'm very glad to see the way our defense has come out now. It looks like this is what we were looking for in the first half.
Right. Set up once again. There's the snap. Quick pass goes to the left side, and it bounces off the turf before it gets into the arms of Caleb Taylor. So now 4th down and 7 yards to go for the Bulldogs. 3 minutes, 52 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Bruins still lead 35-21 over White Hall's Bulldogs. Whitehall has a very impressive JROTC program. That's, of course, who is responsible for the cannon behind the end zone. They have a fantastic band at that. You're right. That is a nice high punt. Took a Pulaski Academy bounce and was downed at the 31-yard line in Bulldog territory.
So this is a great opportunity for the Bruins to take a chance and cement the lead here and really make a statement as to the commanding part of this football game. So hopefully we can make something out of this series.
As always at our away games and well, let's see, on his own at away games, you have Popeye Williams manning the camera tonight. Thank you, Pop. Pfizer looking for a receiver, and he found John Mark Surratt, and he's gone. He's at the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown. John Mark Surratt, Bruins.
Man, and that's what you got to love about Bruin football. You stand up and you don't even know it. Here we are standing up. I mean, this is quality stuff.
Oh, you say it like that, and that reminds me of – okay, the timeouts are wrong on the scoreboard. You say it that way, and it reminds me of that scene from, what is that, Guardians of the Galaxies? Now we're all standing like a bunch of idiots.
Except for in this place, we're not idiots.
Right. No,
that's what makes it great.
Now we're all standing like a bunch of Bruin fans. Yeah.
Amen.
There's the kick from Von Seelig, and it is good.
And funny enough, those are actually some of my favorite plays in the sport of football. The ones that are not sexy, the ones that are they aren't the cool plays. They aren't the double pass or the pitch and go. It's the one that looks like it's as smooth as butter. And it's just a good pass, a good catch, and a good way to run after contact.
As smooth as buttered silk.
I've never buttered silk.
Well, you ought to try it. It's pretty smooth.
We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, Christina's already telling me stop. 3 minutes, 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Bruins now lead 42-21. Third quarter. I wish it was brought to you by Dr. Pepper. If there's anybody from Dr. Pepper willing to or want to talk to us about sponsorships, you go right ahead. My phone number's in the comments. No, it's not.
Neither is mine.
No. Somebody actually thought that the live fan feedback number was my phone number. I'm like, look, I'm dumb, but I'm not that dumb. Oh. No, there's a flag coming up. I think that Central Arkansas Mahindra onside kick went out of bounds before anybody touched it, so it's just a illegal kick. So they had to throw a PI roofing penalty flag.
So the thing is that, I mean, the Bulldogs still have plenty of time to bring the score back and really make something out of this game. But in all honesty, I think that's what makes the Bruins such a frustrating team to play, is that just a few minutes ago, I mean, the game was tied, and now it's 42-21.
Right. Here's Martinez in the shotgun. He has three receivers on the left side looking to pass. Lots of pressure from the Bruins. He's going to keep it, run across the 50, the 45, and is forced out of bounds. He is taken down by Bo Miller. Looks like, yeah, he did pick up the first down on his own.
So one of the things that I think when you're learning the game of football is a hard concept to grasp onto, but is the safest play, and it is honestly the best play. If you're a defender and you're coming up on an offensive player, I mean, 99% of the time, if you grab his legs and hold on, he's going to be safe, you're going to be safe,
sure,
and he's going to go down.
Yeah.
So it's so much better, and that's what I like to see Bo do.
There's the snap, looking to pass, going deep this time, and that one, oh, almost. That was Patton Wicker. He wanted that one badly. He saw that ball coming, got his hand on it, but wasn't able to bring it in.
And even then, I mean, that's one of those plays that it doesn't look cool, but that is a very athletic play. I mean, he had to turn his entire body, reach back with one hand. I mean, kind of like a Randy Moss thing. I mean, that's a great play on the ball.
Second down, 10 yards to go for the Bulldogs from the Bruins' 44-yard line. 2 minutes, 53 seconds left in the third quarter. There's the snap, looking to the left side. Lots of pressure from the Bruins. He's going to get rid of that one. He's throwing it into the stands.
And I mean, that's what you want to see. That's what we've been looking for. We've been looking for the defensive line to make a stance, break through, and put some pressure on the quarterback. And there, I mean, we flushed him out of the pocket. He chunked it into the stands. I mean, that's what we want.
Right. Looking at all those banners over there, I don't think I noticed them before. I wonder, do they make those, a new one of those every game?
I mean, if
there's like 10 of them over there.
If they do, I'm impressed.
Yeah. Lots of noise from the Bruins. There's a pass out there, but I'm not sure if that was probably a busted route or maybe just good coverage.
I mean, at the very least, that was offensive pass interference. I mean, that was a massive shove.
Yeah. Well, it didn't work out in their favor. That'll bring up fourth down, 10 yards to go. And there's Sheldon Smith over here snuck up on us with his great big camera lens.
Hey, what's funny is that picture that is the one that you use for the poster in the advertisement and whatnot. Sheldon took that, but that was from 2016.
Wow. I think I found that on your Facebook page, to be honest.
Hey, that's a great place to go.
Right. Touchback. Nicely done. You know, that's one of the things that we've noticed just this year. He hasn't done many kicks that were very deep, this year. And so when he's able to get it into the end zone like that, that's one of the things that the Bruins, or at least he's looking for, just so that he gets a little bit more attention from college coaches.
Yeah. And, I mean, for White Hall, that was an opportunity to really make a play. I mean, Romello Ball was right there.
Yeah.
I think he just kind of lost it in the lights and couldn't quite place it to make the play.
Here's Pfizer. He has two receivers on the right, two on the left. There's the snap, rolling it out. There's a flag that comes in. Looks like that is Jalen McKinney with the carry. He brought down at about the 39-yard line. Let's see what this flag is for. Looks like we're coming back. I think it's going to be defensive hold. No, it's not. It's offensive holding.
I mean, how many holding penalties is that on us now?
I think that's 3, I think.
I think it's 4.
Is it? You'd probably be – there's a chance you're right more than I am. Much better chance.
Either way, that type of penalty is tough to deal with.
That puts the Bruins at first down, 20. There's the snap. Looking. Pass goes to the left side. It's complete to Hyman. He scrambles up the left side of the field and is forced out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
And so that play is one that we've run frequently since the time I played. Just have all the receivers go up, run a curl route, go 12 yards back to 10, and just try and get open.
So here's second down, 13 yards to go for the Bruins. Pfizer has Hyman on the left side, 4 receivers on the right. There's the snap, looking to the right side, passes out there. It's complete. That is Charlie Barker with the reception.
So what he did good there is that the tendency is that you kind of want to take a step back to then go forward. You see a lot of players do that. And very rarely does that actually work out in your favor. It's better just to turn up the field and make the play that you can.
Biagioni comes out. Now he has 3 receivers on the right, 2 on the left. There's the snap, looking to the right side. Still looking, got some time. Rolling out the pocket on the right side. He's going to pass it anyway. It was intended for John Mark Charette, but it got batted away by the defender.
But, man, that was a laser. I mean, that came in hot. So, if he was able to catch that, that would have been incredible.
Looking at the marker, he's got it on first. There we go. Now it's on fourth down. Fourth down and 8 yards to go for the Bruins.
And which, in all honesty, from what I've seen tonight, I would imagine that's a catch he can make.
Oh, sure. 2 receivers on the left, 3 on the right. Everyone's up on the line. There's the snap. Looking to pass. There it is. Oh, no. That was intended for John Mark Charette again. He came out from behind him and was able to knock the ball away. So the ball will turn over on downs on the Bruins' 22-yard line. That's tough.
And you saw Charlie Pfizer go over there and check on him after that. And it's not so much about the hit. It's more about that as a receiver, you have full faith and confidence in your quarterback that when he throws the ball, that you're going to get it. And that where he's thrown it is where it needs to be.
Right.
And so having that happen there is great. But that's just the quarterback saying, hey, you know what? I maybe pushed it a little too right. You good? We're good. Everything's good.
Right. Martinez in the shotgun. He has 2 receivers on the right. He's going to keep this one straight up the middle. Still on his feet as he crosses the 10-yard line. That's where he stopped. That'll bring up a first down inside the red zone. He was finally stopped by both Preston Spann and Patton Wicker.
So what makes this offense so versatile for White Hall is that the formations don't really change all that much, maybe just a couple of feet or a player being on the other side of the field, and they can run many different plays out of it. Similar to the wing tee, but it does not look like that on the field.
Scoreboard is messed up. I'm working on that.
And it looks like White Hall got a touchdown there. All it was a fake handoff, and then their quarterback, number 13, ran it right into the goal line.
I'm going to pop off this mic just a second and go fix that camera.
All right, so White Hall's lined up for the PAT. And it appears to be good. So it is 28-42 the Bruins. There's 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
All right, there we go. Let's see if I can line these back up. I tell you, these Bruin fans are great, but they do make a camera jump around.
I wish I could see this technology that he's trying to use here. It is very advanced, I assure you. So, I mean, be patient, because I'm squinting at the screen that he's looking at, and it is moving little boxes all over the place.
You know, it's people that as I said earlier, people don't understand how hard it is to keep a scoreboard correct on the screen. That's the hardest part.
Oh my goodness!
Wow, here he goes.
All the way.
Forget the scoreboard. Let's just add points to it.
And that is exactly the danger of a squib kick.
Kenny Jordan. We'll take it. Scoreboard is correct for the moment, at least for the score. I know the time's wrong, but we'll work on the rest here in a second. We'll get it right.
And that's exactly what I was saying. When you kick a squib kick like that, you give the deep return man an opportunity to build up some speed, and that's exactly what he did, and he just barreled past everybody. So now PA is going to take the PAT 28-48 Bruins. And it is up and good. So it'll be 49-28 Bruins with 36 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Okay, looks like everything's right now except for the time, right? Yeah, and the quarter.
So I mean, I wish y'all could just see this. Like, I mean, I'm wearing a headset. There's a giant antenna to my right, a video camera on the scoreboard that is trying to take in all of the information there. We've got a entire sound deck, an amplifier, it's a whole recording studio on a mobile, foldable plastic table. So, guys, everybody just take a moment and just appreciate what you have here, because a lot of work goes into it and a lot of effort. I mean, I got here an hour early, and, man, they were hustling and bustling, and it's a lot of equipment. So just take a second and appreciate it.
I'm just going to turn that into one of our spots. Thank you. Yeah, putting a scoreboard on the screen is really the hardest thing to do.
So it's 28-49 Bruins with 36 seconds left here in the third quarter. And we went with the helicopter kick again for the onside kick. I think that's a little bit more of the direction that they were hoping it would go. We just didn't quite get the bounce off that we normally look for. So it was recovered by White Hall, and they will take the ball on the 50-yard line. And it is on the hash mark that is closest to the visitor side, and White Hall will be traveling down the field from our perspective from left to right. So the Bruins are on our right on defense, and White Hall is lining up here in their formation.
Okay, we are in the third quarter. I'm not sure why it says 1.
So White Hall's lined up. The quarterback gets the ball, fakes a handoff, runs it right up the middle, and gets, let's say, a yard on the play. So a yard on the play, second down. Again, White Hall is traveling on the field left to right. Bruins are on defense. It's 28-49, 10 seconds left and a running clock on the quarter. So I think we're just going to wind down the third quarter here. Yep, I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to end the third quarter. The Bruins 49, the Bulldogs 28.
Still a game.
Still a game.
It is interesting the turn that we've seen ever since halftime.
Yeah.
Bruins, I'd love to have heard whatever was said or whatever was done in there. So
well, whatever was said, I assure you, it was motivational.
Motivational. That's a way to do it. Okay. All right, let's take a look at our live fan feedback. Let's see. They are on fire, question mark. that's from a little bit ago from Pop. Let's see. Great adjustments at halftime. Go Bruins. That's from Ron Jones, Remax Affiliates Realty. Hello from Texas. This is Thomas from Houston saying, "Run, Joe, run."
I like that.
That was number 42, Preston Spann.
Enough with the barbecue.
Vince, that's Vince Manso. He says, hey, enough with the barbecue talk. Loving it from Houston. White Hall fan here watching y'all's broadcast. Nice to hear respectful commentary and positive comments. Well, it's easy when it's well-earned.
Yes.
So y'all are doing the Bulldogs are not making it easy on the Bruins out there, so you got to give credit where credit's due. Speaking of which, there is another quarterback keep from Matthew Martinez. Runs it to the right side. Looks like he picked up about 3 yards on the play. He was stopped by Bo Miller along with Jet Smith.
And in all honesty, the Bruin community loves football, and there can be overly passionate people, just as in any fan base. But at the same time, we all have a love for the sport, and as long as if you love the sport, then we love you.
Right. Well said. Here's Martinez again from the shotgun. He has Kane in the backfield with him. He's going to keep it again this time. Straight up the middle. I'm not sure. Let's see. He made a gain of about a yard, maybe 2.
So it looks like they're keeping the offense on the field for now. 4th down. And 3 yards to go. 10:54 here in the fourth. The Bruins are still leading 49-28. The Bulldogs have the ball traveling from right to left down the field.
Okay, so if you wonder why the clock keeps getting messed up, it's because the Bruins are stomping their feet on these aluminum bleachers, which is also where the camera is that's reading the scoreboard. So that's why. Now there's another PI roofing penalty flag out there.
Yeah, that's definitely not a styrofoam cup. I know that.
Nope. That penalty's declined, and the ball will turn over on downs. Bruins take possession on their own 43-yard line. $10 minutes, 32 seconds left in the game.
So for the Bulldogs, I mean, that's definitely not what you hope the outcome would be, especially on a play like that. To get a holding penalty is tough. So the Bruins are on offense now. There's two receivers on each side. Joe Hyman is in motion. They're traveling from left to right down the field. It is a handoff to Joe Hyman. He runs right up the middle, is met by a defender, and it looks like he was actually able to squeeze out 3 yards on the play. Okay, I said 3. Looks like they brought it back to 2. So the Bruins are lined up and ready to go. 3 receivers on the right, 2 on the left. Pfizer drops back to pass.
Nice.
Finds his man at the 50-yard line. Believe that's Will Hawkins.
That is.
And so, like I said, I mean, that's a play that at least I did my best to play as a sophomore. I really wanted to play. And so I literally followed Coach Kelly up and down the field until he put me in, and I just made sure that no matter what, if the ball got thrown to me, I was going to catch it.
Right.
And so I learned that was actually a very valuable piece to football, is just knowing that you're going to make that catch. And so it's such a simple play, a pass and catch, but, I mean, Will Hawkins makes it look so good.
Yeah, he does. Pfizer has 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left, and here comes a whistle. Delay of game on the Bruins. Of course, now I'm watching for where is the play clock. You've got one in the, they're both on the left end of the field, whether you're looking up or down the field. So that'll back them up 5 yards. Same formation. There's the snap. Looking to the right side to pass, looking back to the left. He's going to throw it deep, and he found Jalen McKinney at the 10, the 5, touchdown, Bruins. Nope. That's Joe Hyman.
I mean, I really think he's trying to take that number 1 spot.
Yeah, that's Joe Hyman.
I
said Jalen McKinney. Telling you, you put a wrinkle in that 6 and it looks like a 5 all day.
I mean, yeah, from the back, it's difficult to tell. If he could just like face us for 1 second.
Yeah, just once you catch the ball, stop, turn.
Yeah,
let me see your, just
look
pull
at
all
us.
the wrinkles out.
Yep. Yeah. And then go.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. I need to talk to him about that. Whoa, and sends that one sailing over the band shell. Extra point is good. Now the Bruins lead 56-28 over White Hall. 9 minutes, 4 seconds left in this one.
And so, really, like I said before, I really think that for opposing teams, this is what makes the Bruins so frustrating to play, is that you can have the game so close, you can have it tied up, and then before you know it, it just feels like you went out there for a couple of series and, you know, it's just like slipped away from you.
Right.
And I mean, I understand having been on sports teams where that happens to you, it's not the greatest feeling in the world.
Right. No doubt. And once you get too far in a hole, it's just going to eat at you mentally.
Because, I mean, if we had continued to play the same way that we did in the first half, I mean, it looked like we had maybe slept a little too long last night, or, you know, the bus ride, we got a little sleepy. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what it was.
Right.
But we were just not ready to play.
Prior to tonight's game, Charlie Pfizer had 1,609 all-purpose yards, second in the state for passing. That's for passing yards, yeah.
Oh. So on the kickoff, they tried kind of what I was alluding to earlier. If they could just kind of kick it out in no man's land to get the ball to sit, then maybe we could have someone pick it up. And, I mean, I remember Adam DePriest, when he was still coaching here, got me to do that a couple of times. And it's more difficult than you think because you're asking a kicker to lightly but and hard kick the ball
right
at a point where it stops at a specific spot on the field. And so it's tough to make that happen, but if you can, it's effective.
Sure. Here are the Bulldogs from their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10, 9:04 left in the game. Bruins lead 56-28. There's the snap, and a flag comes in prior to the snap. That's going to be false start on the Bulldogs. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but the cheers and shouting, that's actually coming from the band.
I mean,
they're in it.
That's a solid chant right there that they got.
Right? I like it.
Oh,
whoa,
high snap.
High snap. Gets away from him, and he's got lots of Bruins who are ready to jump on top of it. The Bruins coming up with that one inside the red zone. That was Mason Schick who recovered that fumble.
The referee's asking for it back. He was trying to take that one home with him.
Yeah, he was. He's going to go put that in his bag.
So I think one thing that is chronic about the Bruins is that no matter what the team that you are facing, the Bruins is going to never give up. I mean, it is relentless mentality of I'm going to keep going. I'm going to make the best effort. I've got to make the play.
Right. Here's Pfizer. He has twins stacked on either end of the field. He's going to hand it off to Hyman. That's Jalen McKinney this time.
Oh.
Runs to the right side of the field, and he lays out the ball, outstretched arms as he's being tackled. The ball breaks the plane for a Bruin touchdown.
I mean, that from the beginning, that play looked like it had been blown up. I mean, there was a defender right there in arm's reach of him, and then he goes and takes on two defenders, both just grabbing at him, and reaches out, extends, wanting to get that touchdown, and he got it.
Just a great example of what you can do if you know where you are on the field.
Absolutely. And that's something that you can't really teach. You become aware of it as you play more.
Von Seelig here to kick again. Kick is up, and it's good. Tack one on. Bruins now lead the game 63-28 with 8 minutes, 47 seconds left.
So this is me personally. I think now if you're a Bulldog and you're out there out on the field, you don't need to be disheartened. You need to keep going. You need to keep trying. You need to give it 100%, and don't stop until the game is over.
Absolutely.
Because there is so much more to be said now when you are down 63-28. If you continue to play hard, that says more about you than anything.
Well, so that's one thing that we've talked about, probably not really on the air, but Christina and I have talked about it on the car ride home several times. There are some teams, not a lot. Let's say there are some teams that will get, what's the right way to say this? They'll get their feelings hurt.
Yeah.
When the Bruins continue to play football. My point is there is still time on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
As long as there is time on the clock, you play football.
Yep.
Whether you're on offense or you're on defense, you play the game. If you're on offense, you are going to try to score. If you're on defense, you try to prevent the other team from scoring.
Yes.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
So as long as there's still time on the clock, you play the game.
Yeah.
And so, yes, to that point, I say, yes, do that. You know, use this as an opportunity to get better, see what you can do. And this is still not over.
Absolutely.
There's still 8 minutes left. It's anybody's game. So lots of things can happen, but that is just another example of you keep playing the game until the time is out.
Yeah, and I think people are quick to maybe jump to the idea that you're saying, like, keep shoving it down their throats or, all that wild stuff. No,
Right.
it's more of just saying, like, we can still run the ball and, be respectable to the sport and to our opponents. But, I mean, if we're playing football, yes, we are playing football
Right.
to be here. That's the whole reason we came here.
Right.
So
Duran Kane with the carry there. He pushes the ball forward about 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1. He was stopped by Ben Smiley.
So, I mean, something like that can be very delicate. Football's an emotional sport in the first place. So, especially if you're a parent out there watching your kid, you want what's best for them. But ultimately, what we've seen here is a great football game, and there's no score could say different.
No, yeah, absolutely. Totally agree. He was covered up immediately by Mason Schick on that one. Yeah, I wouldn't want Mason Schick falling on me either. He's 6'2", 220 pounds. No.
No, thank you.
I'll pass. He looked like he was feeling it getting up.
Yeah, I'm like the opposite of him. I'm like 6'1", 175. Like, no, thank you.
Oh, my gosh. Christina just told me, she said Mason was looking her directly in the eye in 4th grade.
Okay. Okay, I actually know exactly how tall I was in 4th grade. I was 4'4".
Wow.
So I was looking nobody in the eyes directly.
Looking everybody in the belt.
Yeah.
It's Romello Bell on the tackle. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left in this game. 4th down, 6 yards to go for the Bulldogs.
And I think to build off that previous conversation, like, this is one of those things that it's tough to not go for it on 4th down here if you're White Hall.
Oh, sure.
That's not what you want. And we had a bobble catch there and a short kick, and that's that hurts.
Yes.
That's not what you want to happen. But at the same time, that immediately goes back to the same point of, hey, we are playing football.
Right.
And that is it.
Well, the one part that I was looking at, it looked to me like there was kind of a stutter step for the Bruins as they were approaching the punter there.
Yeah.
And because I was thinking, oh, gosh, they're about to cream that poor kid. And, no, they kind of gave a stutter step, and he was able to get that off.
That's the beauty of the sport. It puts it up in a place where you can interpret it how you'd like.
Yes.
But that was the play.
Knowing that was unsafe, yeah, I love it. That pass is received by Tyson McCarroll. He gets it up to the 30-yard line. Stopped by number 16. That's Colin McKendra. It's another Holloman and Associates first down. Four minutes, 49 seconds left in this game.
So if there's one thing from this game that you can say indefinitely is that the White Hall Bulldogs are a good football team, and they can play football, and that they have some talented players on their team, and that, I mean, depending on how the rest of the season goes for them, I wouldn't be surprised if we see them again.
Absolutely, I would not be surprised. I would be surprised if we don't see them again.
Yeah. I mean, especially the way that they played the first half. I mean, they were playing lights out, and it was great.
Got an official timeout for an injury on the field. I'm trying to see who that is. We've got our trainer, Todd Ross, out there taking a look at him. He's got a cramp. Yeah, you've got Kel Busby at quarterback out there now.
So I don't know if that many fans have experienced a cramp like in football. I experienced cramps one time, and it was at Lake Hamilton, and I never want to experience that again. It felt like my calf was literally in the back of my hamstring, and no matter what I did, like if I got up, it just tightened right back up.
Yeah.
And so that's one of those things, like you tell your guys to hydrate, you tell them to be prepared, and I promise you, I was hydrated, I was prepared, and it's just one of those things you can't help.
Yes.
But it's almost like you're thankful when you see a player go down from that because, you know, hey, here in a few minutes you're going to be fine, you're going to be rocking and rolling.
That's Max Gorman coming off now. Walking off, so that's good. He's going to get some hydration, probably a bag of chips, get some salt and water. Max been working hard on the offensive line tonight, so he'll get some rest probably the rest of the game. 4 minutes left in this one. Here's Kel Busby. There's the snap. 3 receivers on the left side. Passes out there. I'm not sure. Was that caught?
I don't think so. I think that hit him in the chest, and it kind of bobbled out.
Okay. Yeah, that was intended for Tyson McCarroll.
But, I mean, here's the other benefit to games like this is that on both ends of the football, you can let players have an opportunity to play. So even though if you're down or you're up a lot, this gives you an opportunity as a coach to pour into some of those younger players that you want to see develop.
Busby has 3 receivers on the right, 2 on the left. There's the snap. Looking to pass on the right side. Getting some pressure. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to have to keep this one himself. He's across the 20-yard line, breaking into the Caldwell Toyota red zone while picking up. Let's see, I think that still might be third. That'll be 4th down and about a yard.
Just short. Coming up on 3 minutes left to play in the game, 63-28, the Bruins. I mean, the clock's winding down.
Well, while it does that, we're going to let this next play develop. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Hug and Hall Equipment Company. They're your answer to your industrial and construction equipment needs. Goodness, that was a fumbled handoff, and the Bulldogs recover that one. So the good news for the Bruins there is if you're going to turn over the ball, you might as well do it at their 23-yard line. Not a bad place. But, yeah, Hug and Hall, they have everything to help you with sales, rental, parts, and service for industrial and construction equipment needs. With full-service locations serving Arkansas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Missouri, and Texas, they take ownership of each customer's needs and will work to ensure your demands are met. You can trust Hug and Hall for all of your construction, industrial, aerial, material handling, and light equipment needs. That was Duran Kane with the carry. He was stopped by Miles Ward.
I remember being a sophomore, and I was a freshman at the time. I was a freshman, and we were at Hope, Arkansas, and it got down to the point where we were putting in 3rd-string receiver. So that was I.
Wow. There's the snap, quick handoff. Up the middle, and he is across the 40 and is stopped at about the 44-yard line. I think that was Duran Kane again with the carry. I think that was Davis Hossel with the stop.
So to build off that story, I'll never forget, at the time, Neil Barlow was exactly who I looked up to, and he was an awesome receiver and way too nice to me. But he looked at me and said, "You're going in."
There you go. Another handoff quickly to Duran Kane. He makes his way up across the 50-yard line. It'll be 2nd down. Looks like he picked up about 7 yards, 2nd and 3.
And so this is exactly what I'm talking about. You see White Hall still coming out to play,
yes,
still pushing the ball down the field. I mean, play until the seconds run off the clock, which is exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, they're out there playing football. There's under 30 seconds left. The clock is ticking, and they're out there playing football like
Exactly.
they've got the rest of the game.
And this is something that if they see we have our smaller defense in, I expect them to still go full bore all the way to the end.
Well, the score on the scoreboard is all wrong, but you can trust it. 63-28. Bruins win this one. I'm going to see if I can fix that just so that we can talk for a second here. See, +6, +6, +6. 6, 6, 6, 6. 6 more.
He's adding 6 together. I don't know if there's any of people out there that are, are curious of those kinds of things, but he's adding 6s together.
Okay. Well, the score says -1. That one throws me off a little bit. So it's 28-63. Bruins win this one. White Hall, like you said just a second ago, they have absolutely no reason to be ashamed of this game.
Absolutely not.
They played fantastically, and like I said a moment ago, I would be shocked if we don't see them again in the playoffs later this year.
I would be too. I'm telling you, the level that they were executing their plays in the first half, I mean, we didn't have an answer.
No, not at all. Not at all. Just a fantastic game. Okay, so if you were going to pick an MVP, we give out a Bruin claw to the MVP, if you will, of the game. Who would you say that goes to?
I mean, I think instinctively watching the game, somebody like Joe Hyman is going to have a great game whenever he steps on the field.
Sure.
I think at the same time, what I saw from, is it John Mark Charette?
Yes.
Yeah, what I saw
25.
What I saw from him is what I want to see out of a football player who takes the hits and gets back up and goes back, lines up, and is ready for the next play.
Yep.
He made some big plays tonight that especially, I mean, taking the ball and scoring that touchdown, I mean, that's what we needed to kind of cement the game.
Sure.
To kind of put the W in the column and maybe back off. And so I would say it's him for me.
All right. Congratulations, John Mark Charette. Fantastic game for the Bruins. Next week, we are at Maumelle, so we'll be playing there. So be sure to follow us on, everywhere. We're on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, you name it. We're there. The only thing, technically we're on TikTok. I don't use it yet, but.
Yeah, don't look at me. I have no idea how.
Yeah.
That's everybody else out on the field right now.
We got it, but
yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're into some TikTok. So anyway, it's, for Christina's feed, it's all about puppies and babies. And you look at my feed, and it's all about DIY, home improvement, and guy movies. So anyway.
So once again, before we shut it down here, for me at least, I just want to say to all those who are still listening, just take a second and just be thankful that we have people that are willing to do this and put this together and put this setup together, because I am telling you, there are cords everywhere, and my only instruction when I sat down was, hey, do not kick that pole that's holding the camera up. So I'm telling you, it is a very intricate and delicate system, and to produce what they have for you takes more effort than you and I can imagine. So just take a second, be thankful that we have this and that we have people willing to do it.
Thank you very much. Well, and I've got to say, back at you, because somebody else mentioned, we'd love to have you back. So I'm going to definitely see if you're available for later in the year. Maybe we can get you back in here for the playoffs.
I would love to.
All right. Well, folks, thanks so much. This has been a fun game, and we're going to close it out so we can take all these wires back apart and shove them back in some bags for next week. So be sure to follow us. We'll be back, like I said, back in Maumelle next week. In the meantime, good night, good luck, and 73.